Oh, good evening. Welcome to the Candid Kennel, the only podcast recorded inside a cozy furry cabin where speaking is easy but barking's better. Come on in, have a drink, and let us furry animals guide you through tonight's topics.
I'm your visual hierarchy, Ren.
I'm your shape language Shep, Zap.
And I'm your value proposition Yeen, Bambi. On tonight's menu, we have a very special guest to tell us all about furry comics and how there's nothing we can do to stop them. It's Millie PlushieCore!
Woo! Say that again.
Wait,
Say that again. Yes. Oh, hello. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the kennel.
Oh, yay! I'm normally like a little kitty, but I guess this kennel's pretty tight.
Yeah.
This
You're
kennel's pretty alright.
You're definitely a little guy.
I'm a little itty bitty kitty. I'm like if a cat was like a seal and like also Chimchar and like also a few different Pokemon.
Also Chimchar.
And also kind of a person, but like mostly the other ones.
Yeah. Only occasionally though.
So basically just a cat.
Yeah, cats
It makes sense.
Everyone knows this.
Also,
It makes
Bambi,
sense.
excellent job on the intro, Bambi. Very proud
Thank
of you.
you.
First
Thank
intro.
you. It was
Yeah,
fun.
first try as well.
Hello, dear listeners. This is post-episode Bambi. I totally forgot to ask for Millie's pronouns during the recording. So silly. So Millie's just going to tell you now what pronouns they use.
What's up, fuckers? I'm PlushieCore, but most people call me Millie. And I use he, him, or any pronouns.
Honestly, genuinely, that's better than most of the times it takes me to do our intros, and I've done them like majority of the time.
What can
I'm
I
also
say?
bad at
I
it.
was a theater kid.
So was I.
The truth comes out.
The truth
The
come
rumor
out.
come out.
Bruno Mars is gay.
I love Bruno Mars.
Bambi,
gay.
you've mentioned Millie Plushie a few times on the podcast
Aw.
since you've been on.
Yes, I
And
definitely
now
have.
you've officially dragged them into our little cabin here. Why? What for? Jesus!
Why?
Why?
One of us.
Well,
Welcome. We keep you in the basement. That's where
Yeah,
all
they
our,
could hear the whole time.
our old guests are. Like Aquana's
no.
down there.
I don't want to live in
you
the
know,
that's where-
basement now.
That's where Rack
There's
is.
a really good Mr. Show bit that's kind of like that. I'll talk to you about it later, but it's just good stuff.
You sure you don't want to derail
yeah.
the podcast 5 minutes in?
I think I'm good. I'll save
Okay.
that for later.
It's tempting, especially when you're the main host of the episode. It's very tempting to be like, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
But no, I think you're good. I think you're being good this episode, actually,
I'm behaving.
for the most part.
Yeah.
So yes, please tell us about your friend Millie. How you guys
Okay,
met?
so Millie and I met when we were like teenagers at
I was
the.
like really young.
You like what,
I
like
was
12,
so little.
13? Yeah,
I think it was
Well,
like
you go way back.
2017 or something, right?
we do.
It was like
yeah,
South
I
Bank
was-
Furry.
Yeah, we met at South Bank Furry when I was about 15, and I think Millie was about 12 or 13, and we've just been buds ever since, drawing little guys together, and we got mega autistic about Jane Remover around the same time.
That was
so
really awesome, and we saw
It
Jane
was-
together. It was really fun.
we saw Jane together.
We heard about that. We heard you
Yeah.
both got your Jane removed at the same time.
Yeah,
it
we
was
both-
awesome.
And of course, there was the incident, but we cannot talk about the incident today.
Is the Beatles
It's okay. I've
incident?
already referenced the incident.
We
Yeah,
don't
Yeah, the incident
that.
has been talked about. We have discussed.
Okay,
the
good,
incident.
because we cannot go over the
In way
incident
too much
today.
length. We discussed it in so much length.
And I had to
The
edit it
incident-
down.
The incident is fucking. We can't talk about the incident.
the
But
incident.
you know what we
know.
can talk about? You know what we can talk about,
Oh, yeah.
gang? What are we drinking tonight?
Woo!
Who's going first?
Who's going first? Zap.
I'll go first.
Oh, okay. All right, go.
Oh, wait.
I
No,
love
no.
it.
Which one?
Go
Who wants to
ahead.
go? Okay.
Do it. Take it a
okay.
shift.
I can't actually.
Be assertive.
I can't lie. I mean, it isn't really lying, but like I have to say, I'm gonna be clear right now. At this current moment, 8:21 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time on the 20th of April, Monday,
whoa.
2026.
Whoa,
I am
we don't need to
drinking
whoa.
water.
Whoa!
Are you gonna dox yourself in a second?
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
There's a lot of places in New Zealand. New Zealand
I wonder
Standard
if you know
Time
a
is
quota.
this time for the entire country.
Maybe.
Um,
Where's a quota live?
Great question.
but every point is, let's say for the bit I'm drinking Pepsi Max because that's what I drank before
Not
this,
fun.
and that's like my
Not
favorite
fun.
drink ever. I love Pepsi Max so
Beppis
much.
Pro. You're
Beppis Pro.
drinking Beppis
I drink like
Pro.
2 Beppis Pros every single day. It's probably really bad for me, but I can't
Fuck
put it down.
me.
I can't put down the cup.
I get
Damn.
it. I get
I'm
it.
trying to quit, but I can't.
It's just so good.
It's in my veins at this point.
It probably is. I'm probably like
Zap, what are you
70%
drinking, my
Pepsi
dear?
Max.
I'm drinking Solo Zero lime flavor.
Uh-huh.
Lime
But
flavor.
you're drinking single naught lime flavor.
Sure. It didn't induce nightmares the other night. Don't worry about it.
What? No, you got to get into that. Did you have like lime nightmares? Nightmares about limes.
I'll get into them off the record afterwards.
That's crazy.
Oh, those kind of nightmares. Okay, I got it.
So funny.
Got it. I am drinking. How do I non-spawn name this? Oh yeah, crack cocaine.
Is it so Coca-Cola?
Not fun.
Not
Yes.
fun.
No, I will say though, oh my god, like the like normal like classic like full sugar Coke is actually so ridiculously good. Every
No,
time
I
I
agree, I
end
agree.
up just
Cream
having the
Coke.
original, it's the full fat
Nah.
Coke.
Full
Oh my
fat.
god, it's actually like it's ridiculously the most delicious thing like beverage like ever.
No, because
I
like
don't know.
my whole fucking immediate family, my parents and my brother, they all drink like Diet Coke and Coke no sugar. And I grew up like fucking addicted to Diet Coke because I've been drinking it since I was like
The
6 years old.
aspartame.
And then, well, yeah, and then I moved out of home and I started drinking full sugar Coke, and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. And now I can't drink
It's so
Diet.
delicious.
It's awful.
I
Diet.
can't stand sugary soda. I'm sorry. I can't stand the feeling on my teeth,
I
like the
hate
filmy
the feeling on my teeth. I admit
I,
that. Yeah.
I can't do it, so I just drink
The
only
feeling in my
the
veins.
fake
The
sugar.
feeling of my teeth being corroded by acid.
I can't stand
Yeah.
the feeling of my teeth being corroded by acid, so I just don't. I only drink
Yeah,
like
it's
artificial
so
Man, I
yummy,
sweeteners.
hate when that
though.
happens.
It's
Hot
so
take,
yummy,
guys. I don't like my
though.
teeth being corroded by acid.
Yeah, I like having teeth.
No.
I need to tear through flesh with them, so they have to be sharp.
It's so yummy though.
No, I also just think like the regular sweetness taste is good. Honestly, I like artificial sweeteners. I like my food
Yeah.
processed.
I will say
and
I like
fake as fuck.
there's that one artificial sweetener like my brain goes to sativa and I'm like no that's not
Stevia.
that's
It's
not the right
stevia.
one. Stevia. I'm like my brain goes
Yeah,
to yes
stevia.
cannabis sativa. My favorite natural sweetener.
Hey, I mean, 'tis
Hey,
the
It's
season.
relevant.
Yeah.
to what to what we're talking about today?
Well,
No,
no, just
we'll
the
we'll
date.
get there. We'll get there.
Oh, okay.
You'll understand
Okay.
when you're older.
Yippee! And then Bambi, my dear, what are you drinking tonight?
Would you believe it? I'm actually not drinking peach iced tea, although I did like down a cup before
What
the
the fuck?
recording.
Autism. Oh, you've been cured.
Well, I had some. Well, don't go that far, but no, I'm having a Brookvale Union alcoholic ginger beer tonight because it's been a long
Not
week.
fun. I do love me a
Monday.
ginger beer. Oh my god, I get to tell the story. Zap, I get to tell the story.
Tell
Oh
us.
no.
It's alright, I will censor it, but it is funny. So I have a story about ginger beer.
Mhm.
So as our listeners might know, I have for a very long time been a bartender. And I've worked in many different bars. And in a bar that I no longer work at, there was this regular group of like older men who would come in and order like the same round of drinks all night. And like they were fine. They were clearly just like, I don't know, like beleaguered older men who were just like, I don't know, I'm gonna go have a beer with my mates. And the one time one of the guys decides to order something different from what they usually do, he orders a ginger beer. And I'm behind the bar and they're like in the table in front of me and I can hear everything that they're talking about. And he comes up to the bar to like order something new, turns to his friend and goes, "Hey, what do you want?" Not looking at me at all. I'm like looking to his friend. He goes, "Oh, you know what? I think I might have a ginger beer." And he goes, "Mate, you don't want that. That's a drink." right in front of me.
Whoa!
Right in front of me.
Oh my god.
So now whenever I order it, like in front of Zap and I just look at each other like, oh yeah, on that one, are
Ginger
you?
beer's never tasted so good.
I will
Oh my
absolutely have to
God.
censor the straight up the word that I just said. But man, I promise it's funny.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
The
good.
kind of things men will say without like any form of awareness of like where they are or who is around
It's
them.
ginger beer. It's yummy. What the fuck's your
Yeah, and
problem?
apparently it's also for the gays.
I guess so.
Hey, I will happily accept like ginger beers for the gays. Maybe he was
Ginger
kind
beer's
of
for the
right.
girls and the gays.
Yeah, maybe he was kind of right. I don't know.
Maybe.
But he
yeah.
did basically just call his mate.
As you do. As you do.
Hey,
at
maybe
the
he was
pub.
actually being like really progressive, and like his mate was actually just like a gay
He's
man.
like, you know, good
so-
on you. You should get that.
Yeah, he's like that would suit your personality. Hey, if someone said that to
Oh,
me, if someone told me like, I'd be like, yeah, slay, you know.
I'd accept it, yeah.
So, baby, congrats on drinking the gay drink today.
I'm
Drink.
yay.
I'm gonna have to edit it every time.
That's okay. We do a lot of that.
Oh, anyway.
This episode sponsored by.
I hate you. Oh, anyway, let's bring it to our actual topic. Millie, I heard you have a little project
Hi.
going on.
I do. So I am currently working on I have been working on it for about. Has it been 7 months? Is that how long ago August was? I don't remember.
I think so, yeah.
I've been
Like
working
August last
on this
year?
project. August last year, yes. I don't think in August
Dude,
has happened.
it's been like almost 8 months.
You're coming on you're coming on a year now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And technically, I created the characters in May last year, so then we're like
Mhm.
almost. So technically, you could trace it as far back as May 2025 is when it's especially. I gotta introduce it first. Anyways, I have been working on a comic called "There's Nothing We Can Do." It's gonna be a webcomic,
Oh, I
so it's
get the
gonna be
joke
online.
now.
You get the joke. It's gonna be free
Shows
online.
how much I read of the notes of this episode.
This was a Bambi project. What can I say?
Yeah.
Bambi World.
Hey, actually, I'm not gonna lie. It felt really nice not to have to write an episode.
Oh no,
It's
for
been a
sure.
while. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
But yeah, so it's gonna be
Damn it.
free on. I'm gonna upload it. It's gonna be on. We have a website for it. There's nothingwecando.com where all of the pages are gonna get posted first, and then
Sick.
at some point, hopefully soon after the release, I will be also uploading it to like Comic Theory, Tapas, Webtoon, etc. The point is,
Dope.
there's nothing we can do. It's okay. We have to get my notes. There's nothing we do. It's a queer coming of age / horror comic, and it's focused on 17-year-old Flossie Moore, a quiet and lonely teenager struggling with isolation in their small town and finding their place in the world of in the world in the twilight of their adolescence. I'm so good at talking.
You're doing
However, after visiting a mysterious abandoned house on a family trip, they return home to find something else came back with them. Everything in their life collides as their body becomes overtaken by a sinister force beyond their imagination.
Ooh.
That's the synopsis. I was just reading it off.
Transgenderism got taken
Oh,
over
yeah,
by
yeah, you know it,
transgenderism.
You know
happens
it.
to the best of us.
Is that actually like the
Happened to you
metaphor?
once.
That is like the main thing that's happening.
Sick. I
That's
love
the
that I
main
clocked
thing.
it immediately. I was like, smells
Yep.
like.
Yeah, you know,
It was like transhumanism.
was it I Saw the TV Glow? I Saw
Yeah.
the TV Glow was one of the big inspirations for it.
That's great.
So-
That's awesome. Yeah,
yeah.
I'd love to hear what your like inspirations are for the project and
Oh
what
my
brought
gosh.
you to like
I
making
would
it in the
love
first
to.
place.
Well, because okay, I'm gonna say real quick on the note of I Saw the TV Glow. I first watched that movie after it was before I decided to make it a comic, but it was after I'd made the main character who well, okay, let's not say. I don't even think it's a spoiler to say that the main character is the one who's going to go into the transitioning and stuff. Yeah,
Whoa.
it's a bit obvious. It's a little obvious. I'm
Crazy.
sorry.
Anyway.
But I watched that and I watched I Saw the TV Glow. I watched it on a plane. And I remember watching it. And I was like actually stressed out the entire time.
Well,
I was
you
like,
really did see the TV glow, but it was just like it was like the TV on the back of a chair.
Oh my god, I accidentally came up with like the exact same like shit as this movie. And I was like, oh my god, I was gonna think of a ripoff. But then I got to the end and I was like, oh wait, no, it's fine.
Hey,
It's so
that's kind
fine.
of one of the beautiful things about art though, is that like we collectively have experiences that we share, and the way that we present them is the important part. You know, topics may be the
Yeah.
same, but the root idea like spreads differently, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, no, I do. I'm so glad I did watch that movie though, because it was such a big inspiration after I did watch it. Like that movie's so fucking good. But anyways, so for my wider inspirations, let me look at my notes.
Hell yeah.
Obviously the main inspiration, or I say obviously, if you're not familiar with the characters, because again, I said I made the characters in May and it didn't become a comic until August, because basically up until that point I've been doing a slowly growing kind of OC universe just for fun that was based for characters that were based on albums I like. Yeah, like Haterverse.
Haterverse is a ripoff. You heard it here first.
Damn.
No, I love how many people made like music characters, like music furry characters inspired by me. That made me really happy.
Also a Jane remover in that one. Who is the Cass
you don't
Miller of
even,
your
dude.
universe?
There's like 5.
I was gonna explain. All of these characters basically started off as either Jane Remover or Underscores albums. Flossie's
Oh my
Frailty.
god. Oh my god, that's the most transgender thing I've heard someone say in a while.
Okay, Flossie's Frailty, Julius Census, Weaver's Ghost Holding, Nessie is Fearmonger, and Jack is Fishmonger. Or at least they were. They're kind of not. They're not supposed to be that anymore. They're kind of like, obviously,
yeah, I'm not
gonna.
transgender. I just listened to the underscores. Yeah, okay.
No, they are transgender. They are transgender. They're all like.
No, I know.
They're all fucking. Wait, can I say it? Can I say the F? Can I say that F word?
Yeah, you're fine.
Can I say that F word? Okay, they're all fucking.
True.
Both of them.
So like, I mean, more so, they're not supposed to just be like, they're not just supposed to be fan characters anymore. Like, they started off kind of that way, and then I just came up with all this lore and realized that it actually like meant a lot to me, and I actually wanted to make it into its own thing. Yeah, but anyways, so obviously like Jane Remover and Underscores were probably the biggest single influences on the whole project. Like there's a lot of shared imagery. But yeah, a lot of the imagery is drawing from and expanding on the imagery that was in those albums. Because a lot of the albums, for me, or at least what I find inspirational about albums, is like the art direction. Like
yeah, totally.
Census Designated by Jane Remover is like has even like excluding the stuff with Julie, which is obviously like extremely inspired by Census Designated. Like Census Designated just inspires me so much with the art. Just the art direction alone is incredible. Like the photography by Brendan Burton, the like just like even the outfit is iconic. Like I love the whole thing. I love it so much that I went to the house in person like a fucking maniac.
Oh my god.
Millie's so cool, guys.
Yeah.
I mean that so sincerely.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. I had to clarify though.
I sound like a bitch on the best of days.
Yeah, but I had to convince my dad to drive. It was crazy. Anyways, so we're gonna talk about some of the inspirations that aren't those two things, because those are the ones that basically everybody knows, because a lot of people still know these characters as like for that thing. Like that's kind of the appeal originally. So we're gonna talk about some other ones. I would say the other biggest musical influence, single musical influence, because there's a lot of like influence. I've taken influence from a lot of different places, but the other main one is of course Sufjan Stevens. Like a bunch of his work. His work genuinely, his art means so, his music and shit, like it just means so much to me. Like I've been listening to him for almost a decade. Like Carrie Lowell is my second favorite album of all time.
It's so good.
It's so good. But I'd say a lot of this drew on parts of Illinois, especially like Predatory Wasp of the Palisades. That was one of the most important songs. Like it definitely came later down the line for the development, but it was like one of the most important songs for like this for a specific it was actually so important that I named that specific chapter after a lyric from that song. And this is a call to the viewer. If you I'll use the word immediately again, but if you have to listen to that song. I don't care. That's gay people required listening is Predatory Wasp of the Palisades is Out to Get Us by Sufjan Stevens. I don't give a fuck. You have to listen to that. That should make me cry. Like that's like one of the most emotional like gay people songs I've ever heard.
No, literally. Like hey, are you gay and sad? Fucking listen to Sufjan Stevens. What is wrong?
Yeah, I'm actually gay and and
Yeah.
joyful every single day of my life. I have never once not been full of wins.
Really?
Is that it's like it's not even like it's bittersweet. It's not like a lot of Sufjan's work is quite, or at least a lot of the work that he's most popular for, which is like Carrie and Lowell, is quite drenched in tragedy. But like Predatory Waltz of the Palisades has this beautiful, like, it has like a hopeful heart, like even with the kind of sadness, like that's kind of underlying it. It has this beautiful, like I guess kind of semi-orchestral vibe. It's like it's so whimsical, it's so beautiful. It feels like a bittersweet memory, like, but ultimately I feel like it's the sweetness kind of wins it. It's just like it just makes my heart warm. But enough about that. What else? Let's talk about some non-music. Oh wait, actually no. Okay, I'm gonna say one more thing about the music. I
Go for it. Go for it.
did.
You're totally fine.
Okay, one thing I did. One thing that also ended up inspiring it was I got into a lot of stuff for the purpose of the characters. Like I specifically, like a lot of how I characterized them in the beginning was figuring out what kind of musicians they listen to. So like Flossie, a big part of
Nice.
Flossie's
That's cool.
character is that they love Alex G. Alex G is their favorite musician, and they're like listening to a lot of Alex G in the story. And they also like Modest Mouse, Waveform.
Oh my god. My wife
a
would
few-
flip.
a few others of that kind
Oh,
of like
eh?
that sort of sound. Andy Schaaf. Okay, Andy Schaaf is like a niche as fuck pick, but I love Andy Schaaf. More people need to listen to Andy Schaaf. He's so good. Who knew Canadians had talent?
Who knew? Yeah, what?
Okay.
Shout out Canada.
I'm so sorry to our Canadian listeners,
I'm sorry,
if there are
Canadians,
any of
you guys
you.
are cool.
You guys are cool. You guys are super rad.
Canada, me and Canada have had a bit of a rough patch, but we got through it.
You have beef with Canada? You got beef with Canada?
No, you've got to explain that. You've got to explain that.
Dude, I would fucking kiss Vancouver on the mouth.
There's some nefarious Canadian things that have happened.
Whoa.
But I've forgiven Canada, and also because I'm usually there at least once a year.
Yeah. Where are you living now?
I live in New Zealand.
Oh yeah. With a quad.
But yeah, I've spent most of my life
Yeah.
in New Zealand and
We've been over
Australia.
this.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
I've spent most of my
forgot.
life, but I was born in the States, and most of my family is in North America. The only family I have here is my mom and my brother, and everybody else is in North America. So I'm up there
Rad.
quite frequently. Well, like I say quite frequently, which is once a year, which is pretty frequently for that
That's
amount
pretty,
of distance.
yeah.
It is very
In
it is
this
an extreme
economy, yeah.
privilege. It is an extreme privilege I get to go as often as I do. So I am grateful for it. The
Yeah,
Canadian bit is
meanwhile,
a
I'm
joke,
like
I'm
saving
sorry.
multiple years in advance just to go there once.
Yeah, no. But yeah, so Nessie, who's like the main supporting character, she's like kind of opposite. Well, I don't want to say opposite. She's sort of a foil to Flossie, that she listens to a lot of like EDM and stuff. Like she worships Skrillex, and she's like crazy on like Burial, Scream, like kind of UK dub and American dub. And there's also a chapter named after a Skrillex. just to show a bit of the so she kind of like introduces, so she kind of like, as Flossie and her become closer, like their music tastes start to overlap. And I think music is a great way to characterize characters. It does kind of mean you have to like have those musicians exist in your universe.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But I think for the sake, I don't know, I really like incorporating
world
like real life stuff.
Yeah.
It's world building. Media, we're gonna talk about media now. Enough about this fucking music bullshit.
Well, I have one question.
Oh
I have
yes,
one question.
totally.
Have you listened to any of the Renzoid discography?
I haven't
You
tapped
should.
in yet. I'm sorry. I should. I'll add it to the list. I'm sorry.
Dog Days is a good album.
Shut up.
Listen, I'll tap
And the
in,
new
I'll tap
stuff?
in. Oh golly
No, I guess
gosh.
I'm just curious, like, because you're talking about like characters based on albums, and now I'm like, whoa, I feel like I could leave the two of you, like, you and Bambi, to like fucking figure out a character based
my
on
God,
the Dog Days album.
Oh
We
my
need to
god.
talk one. Oh my god, yes. I
That
love
would-
making
Report back.
characters based on
Report
albums.
back.
That would eat.
Yeah.
That would actually eat.
That would eat.
I feel
That
like
would eat.
that'd be really
Collab.
cool.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That'd be so cool.
Is that
But
what?
yeah.
Bambi, is that what Kingfisher would be based on? Is like the Dog Days
Wait,
album?
no, that's so smart because the colors is. Oh my god.
Yeah, and like it's all watery and shit.
Ren! You're a fucking
Why are
genius.
we cooking? Why are we cooking?
What the hell?
Cooking.
Yeah, sometimes I'm
the
smart,
cooking.
Bambi.
I'm not surprised. I just.
Now Zap
Bambi
is though.
wisdom.
I think Bambi
Okay.
also has a bunch of questions for you too.
Oh, I'm really
Yeah.
excited. I love answering questions. Okay, but media-wise, obviously, I saw the TV Glow, but I think the thing it was probably most inspired by, which okay, I don't want this to turn anyone off because I know a lot of people have mixed feelings on this franchise, but Stranger Things was definitely like one of the
Okay.
biggest influences for it. Like I know a lot of people don't like Stranger Things or like think it fell off in the later seasons, which I'm gonna say it kind of did. But like I fucking love Stranger Things so much. It means so much to
Yeah.
me. I don't care how ass the final season is.
I enjoyed it.
It makes it great.
I've watched all the
Enjoyed
way
it,
through.
honestly.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoy like I think people were just I don't know. I was maybe it's because I didn't give a fuck about Byler and I
I
was
also
actively
think
hoping
there's
it
like a
wouldn't
little
happen.
bit of like if we want to get into like actual like media criticism and like discussion about how people consume media, I think there's a little bit of I think it's really interesting that due to the expansion of how we are able to access other people's critiques and the way that the internet works now has changed the way that we interact with media. And I think in this case is like I think Stranger Things is a really good example case for this of like people now build up such an idea of what they want without considering like is any of this actually viable. So you build up an idea of like because we're so connected to our media these days, it's like, oh, they should do this and this and this and this, and when it actually comes out, it's never going to match the expectation, right? And like
Yeah.
I think the expectations
Yeah.
that we now have on the media that we consume nowadays is somewhat unfair and unjustified to what it takes to create a piece of media in general.
Especially something like Stranger Things,
yeah.
which has like a huge cast and there's like
Yeah.
many millions of dollars poured into it. Like I know, I do think like obviously I think there's parts of the last season that I personally did like, but for the most part I still enjoyed
like
it and like
room.
Yeah.
It was so
I
gross.
forgot
It
about
was
that.
so
I
gross. It like
forgot about
actually
that.
made me queasy. It made me a little bit queasy, that one. I was like, ew, 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 ew. And the
It's
way it
like-
like
Watch
clung
Stranger
to
Things.
them,
I'm googling
it
this.
was yeah, do it. Yeah, don't even start it with Stranger Things. Just search up the
don't do that. Don't do that.
Guys, don't Google that if you're listening
Yeah,
at
don't.
home.
Don't
please,
fucking
God,
Google
no.
that, please. But anyways,
Holy shit!
Yeah, isn't it gross? Isn't it gross,
no.
that?
I'm sorry.
It's from JoJo. This is from JoJo's. I'm seeing.
Oh,
Well,
Yo, I might watch Stranger Things. This shit's fire.
after seeing that.
That's like 5 seasons in, so you're gonna have to watch a lot of Stranger Things for that.
I'm just gonna watch
then
this.
you get to watch like the best parts of Stranger Things doing
Sees
that,
the
though,
demagogue and it's like, yeah, I'm
No,
gonna have to.
I'm just watching this part. I'm just watching this part.
It's gross. It's so gross. It like makes me queasy.
But I was gonna say, I think the problem was people wanted it to be like the first season, but I don't really think season 1 is something that you could. I think it was always gonna get bigger, and I think people don't want it to get bigger, but also they people wouldn't like it if it just stayed the kind of same thing every time. So I think it's kind of caught in this, like you said, like where no one's really gonna be satisfied because I think people want it to be both, but it can't really. Like it has to either expand the scope with each season to make the threat like more interesting, or like explore new sides of the unit, like
There's
parts
only
of this
so much
universe.
that like a piece of media can provide, right? Like,
Yeah,
Except for One Piece, baby, it's got everything.
I'm
sorry.
She was gonna
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
but
it.
the 1,000
everything.
plus episodes.
It's and I wish there was more. Okay,
Did your
not
One Piece
enough.
finish its first season?
what?
We'll get into that. Don't worry.
No, you gotta explain it right now, Zap.
No, it's in my notes. I have notes. Don't worry.
I
Oh
can.
my
I
God.
still have more things. I always have more things to say.
That's
Oh my
okay.
God.
This is your
Okay, but-
episode.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. But other things. Oh my god. Of course, It 2017, which was another piece of
Mm.
media that means a lot.
Would
to
you say
me.
it's like spooky? Like your comic is
Oh,
like
Oh
be
yeah, no, it's
scary?
horror. It's
Yes.
a
Okay, that's good.
horror
That's good
slash
to
coming of
know.
age.
That's good to explain
Um,
to our
But it's
listeners.
also slash coming of age. So
Yeah.
it's sort of because like that kind of
It's
genre.
hurt comfort. It's hurt comfort.
Yeah.
It is.
It's like when people call something a feel good.
Yeah.
It's a feel bad. This is a feel bad. This is a feel bad.
A feel bad movie.
True.
That's really
It's a
funny.
feel bad. But anyways, yeah. So I like this kind of genre of coming age slash horror is like something that like I just like I really adore and like
Yeah.
I think because growing up is scary as fuck.
Oh,
True.
Like, so like I think it's the perfect like vehicle to explore that.
Totally.
But yeah, but I'm not okay with this. That was another huge one. I love I'm not okay with this. I'm actually never gonna get over the fact it was canceled. That actually fucks me up.
Yeah. That was a good one. That was a really good
It was
one.
so good. Yeah, so that kind of genre, like I consider like it 2017, Stranger Things, and I'm not okay with this kind of in this similar sphere, coming age / horror, like the late 2010s, early 2020s. Kind of that, like that is such a, I love that like kind of area of media, like that sort of.
Yeah.
It's like the super hulock of horror.
It's like the super
Whoa, you didn't have to say that, Bambi. You didn't have to say that. Whoa.
Jesus.
There you go. Deep cut for you.
No, that's
Oh,
no, that's
been
fire.
shot.
Remember Dean
I've
in
been
gym
shot in the
shorts,
chest.
everyone?
Oh, I just been shot.
I
my
only watched
God.
like one of those shows.
Wow, I've just been. You just put a bullet in my stomach. Oh my
So
god.
sorry.
Okay, wait, what are some
only
weird
little sorry.
inspirations? Oh, The Substance. This is a really funny one to tell people. The Substance,
Yeah.
because that's not in that genre at all. It's just like horror, and it's like very far away from what this comic is doing. But like The
But it's a
Substance, the
vibes
way they
thing.
do
It's a
body
vibes
horror
thing.
in that
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah.
the way they do body horror, like Bambi knows basically everything that happens. I'm sure. I don't know if you've seen The Substance, but if you watched it, you would immediately be like,
I
"Oh,
know.
that's where
Yeah,
that."
I know what
came
you're
from.
trying to. I see what you're putting down.
Like it's like I think that The Substance permanently altered my brain when it comes to like body horror.
That shit's
Like that
yeah.
movie has such good body horror. Like, oh my god.
I
Evangelion?
have such a soft, just like very easily queasy tummy, so I just can't consume any of that shit. I just get very like,
That is
My
totally
wife's kind of
reasonable.
the
That movie
same.
is
my
so
poor
hard to
puppy
watch in a good
tummy. I
way.
can't handle it.
Oh, I just love it. I love it.
Zap, how do you feel about body horror?
It's fine as long as it's not happening to me. The
yeah.
problem is it's always happening to me.
That is the thing, right? Though, is like living a transgender life is kind of like.
Oh yeah,
true
absolutely. The trans
body
body
horror.
horror.
movie.
True.
It's like that's definitely a present thing in
Yeah.
the comic. That's kind of like that's sort of like how those things like I think that's kind of
They're
that's
like
how
they align.
inexorably linked. They're tied
Totally,
together.
absolutely. Trans body horror kind of based
Yeah,
as fuck.
it's the trans body horror. That's we love that shit. But yeah, I think the other ones are like, and then Hereditary.
Yeah.
Hereditary for sure.
So
And then
from what you're
Evangelion.
describing, it sounds like you're nice. It sounds like you're describing very much like a suburban level of horror. Like you're
Oh,
very
yeah.
interested in
Yeah.
like how horrific things can affect like regular people. And
Oh, absolutely.
how it connects with like broader ideas in society is kind of what I'm getting, or what I seem to.
Yeah,
be,
that's definitely
getting
what I
from
think
it.
what I'm going for. Like this takes place in a
Sick.
small, like somehow like the one conservative town in a blue state. It's like a okay, no, there's definitely conservative places in blue states, like, oh my god, fucking god, do not go to rural Oregon. It's scary as shit out there. But this is
Okay, well now I need your opinion on something.
oh my god, yes.
So hypothetically, completely hypothetical. Don't laugh at me, baby.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Completely hypothetically, how do we feel about Georgia?
I like
The
that peaches
state?
down in Georgia.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes, the state.
I
Yes.
actually don't have terribly strong feelings. Sorry.
cool. That's great.
I-
That tells me no news is good news, right?
I have a
Yeah,
feeling.
Okay, what's your feeling, Bambi?
My feeling is I almost applied to go to Savannah College of Art and Design in Georgia when I was in high
That's
school.
that is exactly where Dahlia is currently studying. So
That
That's
does not
scary as
surprise
fuck.
me.
yeah. So the reason I asked that is
It
because it's where my wife is, and so
Aw.
there's a fair likelihood
Yeah.
I will end up there at some point. So
Yeah, no, it's I'm I've all of the time I really like I was born on the East Coast, but I have no memory of it. All of the time I've spent has been on the West Coast.
if there are any listeners down in Georgia, tell me what you think about it. I don't know, because I might be there. I might be there eventually. Who
Out
knows?
in Georgia. Sorry.
Also, I did a really cute art piece. So I'll put it up on the screen now.
Yeah.
Of me
Holy
and
shit, look at that.
me and my
Wow.
wife eating peaches down in Georgia. So
That's so wondrous.
it's really cute. I'm really proud of it.
It's really
Wowie.
good.
Yay! The thing that really like grounded the story for me was like getting to see all these like random little small towns in like Washington and Oregon
Yeah.
State was like genuinely like quite not like I don't know how to describe it. Like especially the day I went to see the census designated house, like that entire surrounding area, I became super autistic about after we went there. Like not just the house, like in fact probably not
Yeah.
even the house, like just like random towns and areas around it, like that entire like the entirety of like central and eastern Oregon is like I'm like so insane about, and like I don't know, just learning about like all of like the local legends and like or
Yeah,
like
sick.
either talking to people there or like going to like random little like places where there's completely empty. Like I don't know, something about America because the roads are so everything's so big, but then these little towns it makes them feel so empty. And it's
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
in fact, the fictional town where There's Nothing We Can Do takes place, which is Ocean Shores, California, is named after and based on Ocean Shores, Washington, which is a real town that I did stay in for a night. And it was just like so liminal, like it was foggy and it was like a flat kind of beachside town.
That's
It was
kinda
in the
sick.
kind of it was
Yeah.
it was kind of a vibe where it was like it seemed like it used to be kind of a popular spot for like locals to go, or like like local tours. Not like people wouldn't fly to go there, but people like different
People
parts
would
of the
pass
state seemed
through,
like it
yeah.
used to drive there. But then it seems like it had long, or at least it was not like it long had not been that as popular as it once was. Like it seemed like
You know what's really funny though? You know what it makes me think of?
what
Radiator Springs.
I mean, it wasn't like a desert because it was Washington. Yeah, it was just like such a vibe. So like Ocean Shores, Washington was super inspirational, even though the story does take place in like California. I mean, I know it can fit like the Northern California, but I haven't figured out. Well, actually, no, I think it has to kind of be Southern California because of the way I wrote it. But the Ocean Shores, California is the fictional town, and it's somewhere in California. That's why it's Ocean Shores, California. And of course,
Yes.
Amber, which is the town that Julie is from, is heavily inspired by like the Dalles, Fossil, John Day River, like that kind of whole area, Eastern Oregon, Wasca. Like I just love Oregon ghost towns so much. Like I genuinely could like do
Yeah.
not get me fucking started on like Oregon ghost towns. I will be talking endlessly. I think like real world locations and traveling places has genuinely been such a massive inspiration. I think it's what gave me like the grounds to like make the story into like to kind of like actually make it into something that like people can consume and not just like me telling people what happens, like lore.
Yeah, it's almost like you're creating this piece of art because you have so much of this in your head that you're like, I need an outlet.
Yeah, and also just like I don't know, like I want to like explore these environments I love so much because I don't know why, but I'm like actually an America boo. Like I'm actually fucking geeked whenever I get to go to America. Like hamburger, so kawaii, or whatever. Like I feel about America the way like Japanese people feel about like those Japanese people who romanticize America. But like I'm also painfully aware of like all the problems with it. But like just the culture and like the landscape
totally.
and like the
I get
architecture
it.
is so like I'm addicted. Like I love it so much. It's like because technically I'm American, so it's really weird. But because I've never lived. I don't have any memory of living there. It doesn't feel like somewhere like a home. It feels like
You're actually just like
weird.
connecting with a past life where you were super patriotic.
Yeah.
But like problematically.
Oh my god.
So that's why the story does take place in America and not New Zealand. Mostly because I really wanted to explore these like places that I'm like really geeked about. I mean, well, no, I love New Zealand. I'd love to do a story in New Zealand one day, but like. I don't know. I just like I love the American boo in me. There's just something so like it's just something that fits the story too. I think because like America is like, I mean, obviously New Zealand isn't like a woke wonderland. We have problems here too, but like compared to America, like America has a very like oppressive. It's not
There's an
the friendliest
energy.
place
There's
in
an
the world.
energy.
Yeah.
Like there's like a cultural like there's a very like competitive kind of cultural like if you're any kind of like outcast of any kind, it's like not a great place to be. Like there's a lot of like American dream, a lot of like expectations of like you have to do this and then you'll be successful and you'll be happy.
But it makes
like
it an interesting location for a story.
especially one about like transness and like identity and stuff. I think is
absolutely.
super. Is prescient the right word? I don't know. Important.
It's a great word, even if it's
Yeah.
incorrect.
Prescient. Even if it's incorrect. It's super. So I think it's super resonant with like the themes of the story.
And like honestly, you talking about like I guess like that like American landscape and just like how like just interesting it is. Like I totally get that because I've only been to the States twice, and both times I went to California when I was in America. But in like 2019, I was like 17 years old, and we were driving through the Mojave Desert from like LA to Vegas, and it was just like
Whoa.
we were driving past all these plain boneyards, and oh
Sick.
my
That's so
That's
rad.
so cool.
Do you know how like fucking crazy I have felt
I
about
actually-
plain boneyards ever since? Oh my
You know
didn't-
who
god,
I
really
didn't
likes
thought about this.
planes, especially right now?
me?
Zap.
No one.
Oh,
Well, I'm.
I love
Zap's
Uh,
being normal about planes at the moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to find someone to draw my plane sonar.
oh my
that's so
god,
real.
yes.
I feel like because people, so many people like most of the people who are going to be reading this comic are probably going to be Americans, so it's probably going to be a little funny to see someone who has never lived in America and has a very like weird view of it writing about it. But like I don't know, I guess it's just like having that outsider perspective. Like
Yeah.
I mean, not to like put myself on like oh I'm better than all
Well,
the
also,
Americans.
like,
or whatever.
people write from, like, outside perspectives all the time. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I think the outside perspective
Yeah.
is interesting though, because I feel like America being the dominant form of like culture and stuff. Like, I think it's interesting to see stories that are supposed to take place in America that aren't written by Americans. Because I think Americans do forget how like fucking cranked their culture is sometimes. They're like because you like live it every day and it's just kind of accept it. Like I don't really talk to that many people, or it's like not a lot of people. I don't know anyone who's like Christian. But like if I was in America, I probably would know like a number of people who are Christian.
Oh yeah.
It's not that much of it's not like a huge difference because every country is kind of like trying to reheat the American nachos.
Yeah.
So, like we're not like crazy. It's not as different as like I don't know, fucking if you went to like
it's the influence. It's the influence.
that's the influence, but like there's still a difference, and I don't
World's
know. I think
biggest
it's
influencer, America.
Very true.
America
Oh my
Chan.
god.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just think like the outside
my
perspective is really interesting.
Yeah.
Yes,
But yeah.
I completely agree. Okay, so I've got fuckload of questions. Not really. There's a decent amount of questions, but
I love
I good because I've got many for you. But I think
This
it
is
would
so
be
good.
really fun if before we really kind of like dive into the creation process and whatnot.
To the deep lore.
To the deep lore. I wanted to do a little game with Ren and Zap, where basically
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, Zap. Oh god.
I've sent everyone a link to the cast page on
Uh-huh.
there's nothing we can do.com, and
Okay.
I want Ren and Zap to guess who is your favorite character from the cast first, and then I'm gonna guess with my deep insider lore, and you can tell us who's right. If any
Okay,
of
and
us.
then just as an addition for this.
Yep.
Visually, like, so Zap and I, if you for those listening, what we can see on the cast page is basically image of the character, the name of the character, and then a little bio. I think a cute little addition to the game would be Zap and I also like internally pick which one we like from like our favorite from first glance, and you guys have to guess just purely from vibes which one resonates with each of us.
Oh my god, that's a great
It's
idea.
it's like guessing someone's zodiac. But
Yes.
like, which nothing we can do character are you? It's a fucking BuzzFeed quiz.
Yes. Oh my
He's the
god,
most important.
that's
Okay.
awesome.
So
Bring back BuzzFeed. Sorry.
I guess what I'll do,
Don't do that.
if you guys would like me to, would you like me to do a little readout of these characters and I can put them on screen for everybody?
Oh my god, yeah.
I would love that.
So first and foremost, and please correct me if I mispronounce any of these names, we
I
have
will.
Flossie Moore,
Yay!
a lonely and quiet teenager struggling with their place in the world and connecting with others, a kind and once hopeful heart beaten down into resigned cynicism by the world around them. They keep their problems to themselves. And it looks like they're a kind of blue cat, like with like little
Yes.
spots on their face. Very, very
They are
cute.
Snowshoe Cat.
Hell yeah. Then we have Nessie Monga,
Yay!
determined and passionate. She wears her heart on her sleeve. A very proactive person, she takes matters into her own hands. Seeing every obstacle as a problem she needs to solve personally, sometimes to the point of her own detriment. A little black, like, are they all cats? Like, or is this like a fox?
Yeah, they're all cats.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I
That's
this
fine.
isn't a-
We
this isn't my-
support our feline. We support our feline friends.
Well, because there's
You
like
know-
there's non-cat characters, but all the main characters that you see in this comic,
Mhm.
at least, are cats because
I have
of...
a
yeah.
thought about Nessie I want to share after the game.
Ooh. Yes,
After the
I'm
game.
excited.
Excellent.
Then we have Jack Monger. Jack is a social and very funny person with a propensity for a cheeky, facetious sense of humor. She had a reputation for being mean and bratty when she was younger, but has mellowed out significantly as she's gotten older. They got a little industrial and some little fangs and a cool kind of like, I don't know, it's giving shark vibes.
Yeah, no,
Shark.
she's like shark. She's like shark core.
And then we have,
Is it maybe the shark overlaid over the top of them?
you know what's funny? You know what's funny? I said that before I saw the shark. Before I
my
clocked the
God.
shark, I was like, "Oh, they look like a shark." Oh, there's a shark there. And
Look how
then
these evil shark behind you.
I will say that I'm an arachnophobe, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't worry about me.
Okay, I'm sorry, I did not know.
No, you're fine. Then we have Weaver, a very mysterious figure. Weaver is an eccentric spirit in the Threshold. She has a friendly and kind front, however, her true intentions are hard to read. She is incredibly clever with her words, knowing exactly what to say to point someone to a certain direction or tell them what they want to hear. And you've got a spooky purple cat with big curly hair, which I relate to.
Yes.
The only thing I don't relate to is the spoilers.
Sorry.
And then we
You're
have
smoking a cigarette as well. That's important character design.
that is
That is
important.
important.
I actually didn't
The
even see the cigarette.
It's a
And has
package
hypno
deal.
eyes, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, hypno eyes. And then we have
Hell yeah.
Julie Day Cushman, vengeful spirit of a girl who was
Shout out
dealt a
420.
cruel.
Sorry.
Yeah, shout out 420. Vengeful spirit of a girl who was dealt a cruel hand in a short life she had. The cruelty she endured her whole life has left her a brutish, violent, and ruthless spirit in the afterlife. Hungry to see those who wronged her suffer slowly and painfully, her spirit persisting purely of her sheer hatred and anger. Sick as fuck. They got the demon,
Yeah.
the classic
He's the
like
demon.
the classic 2010s like demon eye.
The supernatural demon eyes.
Yeah, with black
Yes.
with like one little white speck. It's so good. It's giving like like furry like AVs, like animated music videos that people make. Like
Yes.
it's giving like a little bit Warrior Cats, but like in the best way.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, Warrior Cats is the reason that these is kind of the reason.
oh my
that they're
god!
all
Wow.
cats. Well, 'cause, like
I
I was
definitely see
drawing
the influence.
dogs until I read Warrior Cats, and I switched to cats being like my furry default,
Amazing.
and so that's why they all
So-
ended up cats.
So Bambi, what are me and Zap to do? What was our mission?
Okay, so your mission is, of the 5 main cast members, who do you think is Millie's favorite?
Oh my gosh.
Now, are Zap and I discussing this, or is Zap and I having our own answers?
Do your own answers. I think that'll be
Okay, so
interesting.
it's a
I wanna just do an
competition. Okay, so
answer.
I'm gonna win.
Okay,
What do
okay,
we
I'm
win?
really excited.
Wait, what do we win?
I'll make a really interesting sound.
Oh hell yeah!
Cool.
But we get to
That's
pick.
good.
Wait, we get to pick a sound.
But that's
for you
what
to
you've been doing the whole
Okay,
time.
okay.
make? I like that. I like that. We get to pick a sound for you to make. Okay.
Okay,
Fuck
yes.
What if we give you our answers and you give us a sound based on the answers and we have to guess who won?
Yeah.
This is too
Okay.
complicated. No, I'm sorry.
That's too complicated. That's too
Yeah.
complicated. Just purely from like vibes and responses. I'm gonna explain my thought process.
Mhm.
I don't think it's this character, but I think people would think it's this character. I think people would
I can't
think.
see what character you're
I'm about
talking
to say it. I'm about to say it out loud.
Okay.
So I
Don't
think
worry.
people would think it's Julie, just because it's like the demon vibes, blah blah blah. You know, the sick as fuck. Bleh. I think it's Nessie. I don't know, something about Nessie's vibes and like the way,
Ooh.
like Nessie's characterization, like feels like something that you like. The way that you've described the characters that you like and the media that you like. I'm like, I think it's Nessie, but I don't know what Zap has to say. But that's my
I
guess.
think it's Julie. I think it's Julie Day Cushman because Julie Day Cushman's sick as fuck.
Julie Day Cushman is sick as fuck.
Julie
Julie
Day
Cushman
Cushman
is
is sick as
sick
fuck.
as fuck.
Okay. Millie, Bambi, what's the answer?
Oh,
Uh,
Bambi has to
I-
guess now.
I have
Oh
to
wait,
guess.
but Bambi knows, don't you?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Things can change.
Things can change, but Baby's probably gonna be right.
Transgenderism.
True. No, I think that Millie's favorite is none other than Flossie Moore.
And You would be right.
Is it a self-insert? Well, the question is it a self-insert?
Flossie, they're kind of all of my self-inserts, except maybe
Uh-huh.
Weaver. Yes, even Julie. They all have like parts of me in them. But Flossie is the one I project onto the most, and like I know Flossie. They just I don't know. They were the first. They were kind of like them and Julie were like kind of. I designed them like to get. They were like the start of this entire thing, and I don't know Flossie. They're just very dear to me.
Yeah, totally.
But I do love all of them. But
And they're
Flossie is definitely like
babies.
my favorite child. Because they're
They
babies.
do look like a sweetie.
Yeah,
Flossie,
I love
Flossie
like
is your cast. Like, I
Flossie's
won't
like
lie.
yeah. I always love like characters who are like really kind of like sort of scaredy cat, nervous sort of
Aw,
types.
yeah,
Like anxious.
totally.
Especially when they're the main character. I love like a main character who's kind of like scared of everything and isn't
It's like a
maybe
bit of
the
a
most
dog, yeah.
heroic. Yeah, like
Yeah,
and I
absolutely.
especially love when they're like, as kind of described, when they're like really cynical or kind of like, I hate everyone hates me and I'm fucking weird. But like, you know, deep down they actually like they pretend they don't gaff, but they actually do gaff.
Yeah, absolutely.
like they actually care a lot.
Yeah, no, that's a really. I mean, that's actually one of the reasons why not to bring up my boy again, but why I love Legoshi. Because Legoshi is very much like the kind of character that like resists his own strength, resists his own ability to be like gets in his own way kind of thing, and I think that's like really endearing.
Oh yeah. You know, I
especially a character
love
that like is clearly like very heroic or like could do such good things, but just gets in their own way because they don't want to like fuck up or they don't want to hurt other people.
Yeah, no, that's so
I'm
real.
like, I
Like,
get it.
I think for Flossie, it's more of like the world has like hurt me too many times that I'm gonna close myself off from the world so I don't get hurt again.
Yeah, totally.
Like I think Flossie. I think Flossie is just like the most relatable to me because I think I don't know. I can't remember who told me this, but somebody once told me like because I was worried I was writing my own characters out of character, and then somebody. It might have been my girlfriend, I can't remember, but basically said to me that like people are kind of hypocritical. Like people will do things that are out of character for them all of the time. So like you know like Flossie is kind of caught. Flossie simultaneously thinks like the absolute worst of themselves, but also thinks that they like they deserve way better. Like.
And that's like a process of healing though as well. Like that's what we go through as humans is like constantly dealing with like the internal battle between maybe I do deserve love and also I'm the fucking worst thing in the world. Yeah,
like or like Flossie like they're also caught between almost like like living like maybe living is too hard, maybe I should just give up, and also like I desperately want to live even though it's so hard. Like I wanted that future where like it's not where like I have what I want. Like it's so they have a lot of that struggle.
I do have to ask, what is the significance of the silhouettes over the top?
Oh, okay. So one
You got
thing
a goldfish,
for me,
a fish bone, a shark, a spider, and a plant.
The plant is actually the plants are burrs, which are these spiky plants that get caught. They're the kind of plants that like get stuck to your shoes or your clothes. But anyways, actually, so this is one of my favorite things. I don't know if this I don't know where I really picked this up from. I think it might just be like a concept thing or like an art direction thing, but I always, whenever I design a character, I always try to come up with a few motifs for them to give you some imagery. So like Flossie, originally the goldfish thing came from the song Goldfish from Frailty, but it kind of evolved into this separate thing of sort of symbolizing like kind of Flossie doesn't really put a lot of effort into social relationships or like talking to people, but Flossie takes care of their fish. They take care of those fish like they are the most little things. Flossie's got like all of the equipment, like doing all the water changes. Like Flossie's locked into taking care of their goldfish.
Hell yeah!
So, like, the goldfish
You a
is kind
fish
of like
person? Is that what this is revealing?
Yeah, they're a fish person, but also goldfish. They're kind of like small.
You're a
and
fish
frail.
person,
Not anymore, but in a past life.
Well,
kind
to
of
me,
small
like
and
as
frail.
an artist, like to me, like goldfishes as an artist, I see that and it makes me think of someone who is like stuck in place. We have the idea
absolutely.
of
I was about to say
like fish in
kind
their
of like
bowls just going round and round, and it's very much that idea of like this is somebody who feels like trapped by their own ideas. Yeah, no, it's kind of also a bit of sort of that being trapped, and also everybody's symbols kind of relates back to each other. Like Weaver, like all of the like Weaver and Julie are the only people who don't have fish or like sea creatures. I did notice that.
Fishy. A shark is a fish. A shark is a fish. It's not a mammal. So there
Yeah,
actually are fish.
yeah.
And
Sharks
sealing
are
them is
fish.
of a
Yeah.
fish because they're kind of distinctly separate from the other three. The other three kind of like Gak is a shark because sharks eat smaller fish, maybe a smaller fish like Flossie or something. Oh,
Oh.
so
Spoilers.
like, but ultimately sharks are like, and also people kind of paint sharks out to be like a lot worse than they actually are.
Yeah,
Like
they're actually
sharks
Yeah.
kind
get a
of
bad
sweet.
rap.
I actually love.
When
I think
really,
sharks are cool.
yeah.
Sharks are based.
And Nessie, I'll say the Nessie fishbone thing was kind of is probably the one that has like not as much trees.
Well, to me, it just seems like a reflection of Flossie, but like in a more like grungy
Yeah.
kind of like self-assured way.
Yeah, I think it is in a kind of more grungy way. I guess I haven't really parsed exactly. It's mostly
Yeah.
because like I end up using the fishbone for like all of the like logos, which the fishbone in the logos
Yeah, I did see
is supposed
that.
to correlate with the fishbone that aesthetic Nessie's going with, and that's even more confusing because like the ship name I use for Nessie X Flossie is fishbone. So like
Yeah.
Nessie is just kind of bone.
Fishbone.
Yeah, Nessie is like fishbone and also just like bones in general. Like
Yeah.
she's got like a kind of sort of grungy sort of vibe. And then Julie is super interesting. This is one that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't like gone to the house and like been in that area of Oregon. But Julie was inspired by when I went to the house. When we were driving back after we left it, I had all these burrs stuck in my shoes, and I like didn't want to take them
sick.
out, even though they were hurting me. Like they hurt to be in my shoes, but I couldn't like. It would hurt.
Oh, that's
it, like,
so
hurt
deep and
also to take them
symbolic.
out.
Whoa.
So I was like,
Whoa.
it's kind of like she's hurting other people, but she's also kind of hurting herself.
Yeah. And also like it's kind of interesting like the idea of like I think I as like someone who is kind of an animist who like kind of believes that there's sort of like a spirit to everything. I think it's kind of interesting, you talk about how in the bio that Julie is like a vengeful spirit or a spirit basically. To me it's
Yeah.
like those burrs are themselves a spirit of the place that you came from, and they like
Yeah.
like you brought them home with you, kind of interesting, and I just think that's kind of
Well, I had
interesting.
to take them out of my shoes because otherwise I would get like absolutely like New Zealand.
Yeah, but it's like
beat my
it's
ass.
like you left. We talk about that idea of like spirits like clinging to somebody. I think it's interesting that
absolutely.
like
Like,
you're using
she's
that
like
imagery.
clinging.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
cool.
her secondary image is a leech, so that makes sense. Weaver being a spider was also inspired by the music that she's based on because there was a song called Spider, and it was kind of her core motif. Like when I came up with her design, one of the first things it has is she had like a spider motif. Like she has the wet eyelashes. She has like a widow marking
Oh, I didn't even
on
notice that. That's
her
sick.
chest. Yeah, she's got like this whole spider thing going on, and I don't know, it's kind of just like to me because she's sort of like kind of crawly, kind of like she's kind of above. Well, she's not like literally above, but she's kind of like she's sort of like an outsider, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, she's in the same realm that Julie is, but she knows way more about it than Julie or anybody else does. And like, she's got like these kind of, she's extremely easy to read. Like you can see a spider, like like black widow spiders. You might not always tell they're a widow spider immediately.
Yeah.
Because like they're quite small, and like you might not see the mark or something. Like there's kind of like I don't know. I'm just doing like a spidery hand motion, but there's like a vibe there. I think I had a deeper way of putting it, but I'm blanking on that right now. But like, the Weaver spider thing is pretty. Yeah,
it's very, very cool. It's very cool. But yeah, to expand on what we were talking about, like the idea of we had to guess your characters instead of you guessing which one me and Zap like, because we kind of already talked about that. I would love it if you two assign a character to us. Like, who do you think? Like, just from vibes and especially like Bambi, like as me and Zap, it's like, who do you think? Like, yeah, give us a government, assign us a persona. No,
I mean, like purely on like visuals alone, like I feel like Ren and Weaver, like visually, they give me a lot of the same things.
I'm
That's
fucking
just the
terrified of
purple.
spiders.
Yeah, but like also like the curls. But I think if we dig deep a little, I don't know, Ren. I feel like you'd fuck with Nessie. I really do.
I would say Nessie.
Well, here's the thing I was gonna say about Nessie. Reading Nessie's character description, made me think of Zap.
Oh!
Determined and passionate. She wears her heart on her sleeve. Specifically this bit. A very protective person. She takes matters into her own hands.
It says proactive, by the way.
I'll fucking hit you.
I mean, she's protected
Either way,
too.
you're also
Yeah.
proactive. No, just like to me, Zap has always been very much a worker, very much a someone who like has everything for the job. Is very like good with her hands, very much like a person who will like step into a problem and find a way to work it out and fix it. And to me, that just felt very like Nessie coded.
You know, that's very
Yeah.
Nessie coded.
No,
Nessie's
I
always
see it.
fixing things. I mean, Loki, I was also, I don't know, I don't know you guys that well, but Zap, my first thought was like Red Nessie and then Zap Jack.
I can see that.
Just that vibe.
I
Well,
can
Jack-
see
Jack-
it.
Well, to
because
be fair, Zap
Jack's
does
like-
have the like shithead sense of humor. She's constantly making me laugh. The amount of times I've told Zap that like I hate that you're the funniest person in the room.
Yeah, that's so real.
True.
And Zap
No,
was
I kinda see
a
that.
brat when she was younger. I know that.
Oh, like that's so.
Zap
That's
was
so,
a little shit when
yeah.
Zap was a rebellious little shit when she was young.
That's so realness. I get.
She
I mean,
still
like,
is.
That's so real.
Nothing's changed. Yeah.
I don't
where
know
do
if
you think
Zap
I got
mellowed
the idea
out.
to write that for Jack? Like, I
Yeah.
get it. I was there.
So
I
yeah,
was that one.
maybe you are right. Maybe I am Nessie and Zap's Jack. I could see that.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, they're both
I feel like
yeah.
cheeky as a descriptor in particular. I'm like,
It's very
I
Zap.
feel like
It's
Yeah.
very Zap.
I feel like Zap's pretty
Yeah,
cheeky.
yeah,
It's
totally.
funny.
Yeah, totally. Sick. That's so cute. Thank you for showing that off to us. That's awesome.
I loved that. I'm so glad we did that.
That was so wondrous.
News and announcements section for everyone. We're going to start off with everyone getting ready to smoke some big doinks in wherever we are right now.
Yeah.
It's happy 40
Yeah.
to those who celebrate.
Happy 420.
Woo!
But let's be real,
Yay!
it's always 420 somewhere.
True.
Yeah,
This is
true.
true.
I'm going to start off with the most important part of the news. The One Piece is real, everybody.
Oh my god. It is actually true. It got dropped in the ocean.
Yeah. We're season 2 of the live action of One Piece. We got season 2 of the anime. Yes, it's season 2.
To be fair, the live action is really good, actually. I really like
Yeah,
it.
it's all really good. There's the trailer for The One Piece, which is a remastered and re-edited version of. Well, basically, it's a brand new version of One Piece. It is
Another
cut down a
one?
lot. If anybody wants to watch One Piece, yeah, it's the whole story again from the start.
Oh my
Okay, that's kind
god.
of cool.
So people can stop making excuses for not consuming the best media that's ever been written. The creator of One Piece, Eiichiro Oda, made it. He wrote down what the real One Piece was, put it in a treasure
Whoa.
chest, sunk it to the bottom of the ocean. Fans found it and destroyed it.
Oh
Whoa!
my
Whoa.
god.
Because they don't want to ruin the story. They don't want anyone to be
Yeah,
able to ruin the
That's
story.
based as
Okay,
hell. That's
okay.
real pirate shit.
I'm gonna scooch over just a little bit for
What?
Ren has
What?
some news. Ooh.
Whoa, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, she's on the floor now. She's looking so cute.
Yeah, I'm on the floor now.
There's a dog on the floor. Dog
I'm
on the floor. Where she
Where
come
did it
from?
go?
Okay, guys, stop. Shut up. Fuck up.
Where
Shut up.
does- Where will go? You
Okay,
guys are bringing up 100 gex around me.
Ren 100 gex.
Whoa!
Wait, there's nothing we can get? There's nothing we can get?
Nothing. Oh my God. I do actually have some
What's
really special news though.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
I have officially applied to have my legal name and gender markers changed on all my documents and shit. So
Yay!
that's really cool. I'm legally transgender now.
Yay!
Or I will be as soon as I get my updated birth certificate and stuff like
That's
that.
so
And
awesome!
it's really cool. I literally did it this morning. It cost me
Yay!
a fair bit and a lot of time and a little bit of stress. But shout out to the lady at the desk who like did it for me, because one, she was like, "Yeah, we can do both right now," at the same time. Two, she also said that I filled it all out perfectly, so she literally called me a good dog.
Aww.
The lady who accepted my documentation said that I did it perfectly. She praised me. Ah!
Shout out civil servants.
Genuinely,
Shout out.
she was lovely and she did an excellent, like she made it super easy and super stress free. Was just like, yep, this is perfect. We can send this in today. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be legally lesbian.
Yay!
Yay!
She's been
Which is pretty.
diagnosed with lesbian.
I will say one of the main reasons I wanted to get this done soon is because obviously I want to get my passport reissued, and because I want to travel, and also it means that like when I like eventually get married, I can then be a legal wife, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay, wife core. Yes, that's my news. Yippee, yay, huff,
Yippee.
yay.
That's the only
Woo!
news you have? Okay, cool. Moving on
I thought you
then.
were. What? No, wait. I thought you were doing that one.
No.
Aww.
Yeah, that's all your
Aw,
news.
man. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
It's Red. Hello. Yes, I have a new EP coming out on my birthday. It's called Heads and Tails, which was named by this doggy over here. This one down here. She named
Yeah,
the
'cause
EP.
I'm
Oh,
really
so
smart and good
which
at naming things.
No, but when I showed you the photos, you were like, "Oh, should we name it this?" And I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "Damn, that's such a good name." So yeah, it's called Heads and Tails. It's got 8 new songs on it. 2 of the singles are already out right now: "Girl Rot" and "Nothing But Nice," which features my friend Wolf Boy, who is pretty cool. Go also check out his stuff. His album is also out at the moment, so go support Furry musicians. I promise we're not just all making weird shit. Well, we're all making weird shit, but we're like,
You're all making weird shit. That's half the fun.
yeah, exactly. But another part of it that's really exciting is that Zap, you will come up here. Zap is gonna be on one of the songs. Yippee, yippee, yippee.
Whoa.
The Zap puppy.
Whoa.
We're gonna
The
go
money.
la 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 dog
La, la,
dog la
la,
la
La la
la.
la la la.
Exactly.
La, I am dog. Yeah.
Yeah, I am dog. That's the song, guys. That's it. Thanks. But yeah, so that comes out on my birthday, June 21st. So keep your peepers peeled for that one. I think there's
My
one
favorite
last...
is hopscotch.
Oh, you have it. Wait, you've heard it. You've heard it, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. That's my favorite one.
Hopscotch is a banger. Hopscotch is actually a banger.
I told Ren when I listened to it, I was like, this shit's going on my driving playlist when it comes out because
Let's
like,
go.
It's good driving music.
Yay!
Is that a compliment? I think that's a compliment.
Yes. Ren, I fucking love being in my car so much. Holy shit.
Anyway, Zap has one last bit of news.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, this is Bambi and Candid Kennel news. Bambi has booked flights to Perth and will be joining us at WAF this year.
I got
August
it!
28th to the
Bambi
30th.
IRL.
We're all going to meet
Bambi
each other.
IRL.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
I'm so hyped.
And I might get to see my family too.
And Bambi's wife, Chloe, has a visa. Yippee!
Oh, that's huge. That's huge, actually.
Yeah, I think I might have talked about it a little on previous episodes. I don't know if I have, but yeah, my wife, she's lovely. My wife Chloe. She's from my wife. She's from Missouri. She moved here. We've been going through the very long and expensive process of applying for permanent residency for her as my partner, and just recently it was like it literally cost like $9,000. It was crazy, but
What
Oh my
the
god.
fuck?
yeah, I saved like all of that in like a year. It was insane, but
Oh my god.
Ow.
it was good. It was
That's
worth
true.
it. And
I'm putting Bambi
Oh my
down
God.
now. My hands are tired.
but yeah, just recently, we did like one big like last push with a bunch of documents and submitted them to Department of Home Affairs, and we got an email that said that she's approved for her temporary residency, which essentially to kind of dumb it down, with the partner visa, you apply for like it's one application, but it's 2 different visas. So you've got your temporary residency, which grants you like essentially like you're a permanent resident until stated otherwise. And then they check in with you 2 years after you've lodged the application, and they just get you to submit more documents and stuff to confirm like you're still in a relationship, you still want to, have a life there. But from everything I've read, getting the temporary is like huge, because if you've got the temporary and you're still in a relationship and all that, and you can still substantiate that in 2 years after the application's lodged, then like pretty good to go. So my wife's not gonna get deported. Yay! Yippee!
That's
So,
actually
yeah,
freaking amazing. That's great. That's great.
I know how difficult that is because my housemate's doing the exact same thing right now.
Oh my god.
And
yeah.
I had to also fill out paperwork.
I am also probably going to have to fill out similar paperwork in the next few years. So
yeah.
because I would like to, for at least a little bit, move to go see my wife.
Yay!
And with
Baby
that, we
Junior
will
mover.
end our news segment. But what will end our news
And we're
segment
moving
with
on to
is Bambi's bad advice.
Some good. Oh no, bad
Woo!
advice. Bad advice.
Wait, I have bad advice
Bad
too.
advice.
I
Yes,
have bad
and
advice too.
Millie's got some bad advice as well because Millie's my guest. So I said you can say some bad advice as a
You can
treat.
have a Whittle.
think
You can
it's
have as a
bad
tweet. You can have a
advice.
Whittle bad
As a
advice.
tweet.
I'm allowed to give people terrible things to do.
Because that's what we like to do on this show. Encourage
Yeah,
bad
that's
decisions.
Uh-huh.
I
Yes.
don't know if
Wow.
Our team of
entirely
lawyers has
correct.
okayed this segment, by the way.
Whoa! We got lawyers.
Just kidding.
Wow, when were we
Our-
able to afford lawyers?
Who was our lawyer? Fucking
we're
Saul
not
Goodman?
paying them.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The shitling is our lawyer.
The
The
shitlings.
shitlings are
Oh,
lawyer.
your Maria
Wait,
Shitling
can
isn't
we
on the
get
screen
Anna
anymore. Hold on,
Tie?
it's back. They're all back. They're all
We
back.
need to
They're
make
all
a
back.
version
Don't
of
They're
worry.
all
Shitling with Tie.
The Shitlings are all back. Don't worry.
They're
The
back.
shitlings are
Good.
back. Oh, that's
Okay,
our legal
Bambi.
theme, by the way.
Yeah, that's why they're here.
Yeah.
Bambi, what is your bad advice tonight?
Bad advice piece number 1 is if you're transgender and you are doing HRT and you have to get regular blood work done, you should leave it literally until the last second so that when you show up at 7 in the morning, there's 7 people at the fucking pathologist in front of you and you don't even get to get your blood taken. Really good idea. Recommended
Approved.
by yours truly. Yeah.
Bam! Just a
And
big approved appears on the screen.
Yes. And then my second piece of bad advice for you is that if you pull something off and you're kind of like proud of yourself, don't fucking tell anybody ever do tell people because then your whole day is just gonna go to shit. It's just gonna get fucked.
Wait, why?
Okay, so just for context,
Story
this morning it's a Bambi finance story. What? But
Oh my
no,
gosh.
I had an
Bambi
account
fine
where-
ass story. Bwah, bwah, bwah,
Whoa.
bwah.
Yeah, so I had an account this morning that I was dealing with at work, and it's the type of account where the way that it's structured just kind of makes it a pain in the ass. So it's the kind of account where it's kind of a pain in the ass just in the way it exists. But yeah, I took like one look at it in like 5 minutes. I fucking figured out the problem, and I was like, oh, here you go, it's fixed. And I told my coworkers, I was like, dude, I just fucking nailed that shit. And then literally the call immediately after took me like an hour and 40 minutes. And I just had
No.
fucked calls for like the rest of the day. It was
No.
so yeah. Tell
Damn.
people about your
No.
achievements because it works out really well.
Yeah, that sucks. That
That's
sucks.
that's my bad advice. That's my
Wait, I have a bad
Yay.
advice.
silly.
Yes,
Yay.
Millie, what's your bad advice?
Okay, so I found out the other day, I found a really amazing like thing out, which is that like it turns out if you don't go outside and like you don't eat, you can actually get so much more work done.
Oh, no.
I did.
Oh my
and like
God.
an entire comic in like an entire comic page is like half the amount of time it took me because I just didn't go outside that day.
You
And I was
just
like, wait,
didn't
this
eat.
method is
Oh
kind
my
of goated. And the only problem, the
No.
only drawback is wrist pain, and you're really fucking miserable at the
And
end of
you
it. But
faint
you get
maybe
more work
halfway
done.
through. And you,
Yeah.
you stand up after
Alright.
5 hours and you
Yeah.
can't feel your legs.
Yeah,
Approved.
but hey, you get a
Stunning.
lot of work done. So
Yay, yippee.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Prior to getting on Vyvanse recently, that is just like literally how I was
Yeah,
living for
yeah.
like a year
Shout
and a
out.
half.
Shout out, though. That's huge. Congrats.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
ADHD meds again. My brain's getting fixed.
I love Vyvanse. That's what
Yay.
I'm on. I just didn't go outside
Shout
that
out
day because it was
Vyvanse.
raining.
Shout out, Vyvanse.
Yeah, I just
Shout
didn't go
out
outside that day because it was
Vyvanse.
raining. But like
Zaps on Monster Energy.
That's what I was on before Vyvanse.
dangerous.
shout out
That sounds like-
Vibrance.
Shout out Vibrance. We're all glowing.
Oh my god, shout out Vibrance. You elemental creature from Magic the Gathering.
Wait, I can do that. Hold on.
Oh
Shout
no.
out Vibrance. Bwah. I'm so bright now.
Oh,
also-
I see.
I'm
I can
growing.
also
I'm growing.
Zap,
I'm
look, I can up
growing.
my saturation.
And Millie and
I'm
I
sick.
can definitely see what's going on in real time.
I can totally see this.
Zap, I think I'm ill.
See in my mind's
Too
eye.
many batteries.
True.
Oh shit, you're green! Stop it.
We out of light bulbs.
Let's go.
Okay, now I need to fix it. It's gonna
Yeah.
take me like a couple seconds to fix it. I have to like
You're
close down
fine, you're
everything
fine.
again. Anyway, baby, what is next on our talking points?
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna get real into like Q&A time here. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, I'm rubbing my
Alright.
hands together.
Yes, this is gonna be good. All right, so
My
our first question. Yes, your pause. My first question is, so I think There's Nothing We Can Do, at its core, obviously it's a very human story. Like, obviously a big focus is the supernatural, but the themes you're writing, they're very grounded in reality. So my question is, what draws you to making your cast anthro?
Ooh. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is like, okay, this is a really good question because I know for a lot of like, I'm not gonna say I'll say anthro stories like Beastars and like Zootopia. A lot of them have like extremely put a lot of care into like thinking about how a world with like anthropomorphic animals would exist. And like I think media like that is really awesome and it's fun and it's like a fun, it's fun to explore world building and stuff like that. But like I don't know, like I'm kind of sick of it. I'm sorry. I hate when every
No, that's fair.
show or media with anthro animals has to be about like prey versus predator or some bullshit. Like I don't know, or like I know it kind of doesn't make sense, but I kind of just like I don't know. I like seeing human, like more normal, like relatable human experiences just with animals. I feel like you can make us otherwise kind of generic story just become instantly more interesting if your characters are anthro.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
also, I don't know. It's like
We're
this is
definitely
one of the
not
reasons.
biased, by the way.
Yes, definitely not biased. This is one of the reasons I decided I was gonna like independently create it, and like I had this English teacher, and like dude, I wrote this story for this class, and it was about this like anthro polar bear, this anthro jackalope, and she was like, well, why don't you just make these characters people? I'm like, because I want them to be fucking animals. And she's like, okay, well then make the animals part of it. I'm like, okay, fine. So I did, and then she still made me rewrite it to make them people, and I was so mad about that. Then now I've just been like
What the
making.
fuck?
I know, like I changed it so it wouldn't make sense if they were people. But then she still made me rewrite it to be people. And since then, I've been so mad that I've just kept making anthro stories. Like I don't know, I just want more like stories with anthro characters where like it's not the main focus. I still think a little bit of world building's fun. Like I don't know, do you guys know Echo, the visual novel?
I do not.
Okay, I haven't finished it.
Maybe I do.
I don't think I'm the target audience, but it is what I did play was really, really interesting. In Echo, the speciesism is a thing, but also human races exist. Like the ram character says he's white, but like he's a ram, so like it doesn't really make. But like he's what I mean, right? Like
yeah.
They're just people, but like I just letting people be funny animals is so much more interesting to me, and also I just like drawing it more. This comic would not be finished if I had to draw people.
Yeah.
Another thing that pissed me off was I don't know if you guys have seen Odd Taxi.
Oh, I haven't, but I've heard things about it.
Okay, actually, maybe I shouldn't say this because this kind of spoils the entire plot. But there's a twist at the end of Odd Taxi.
Spoiler warning for the show Odd Taxi. Skip to the time code on the screen to avoid it. And if you're one of our lovely audio listeners, you can skip to about 3 minutes ahead to avoid it. Thanks, dolls.
Okay.
It's okay. I'll still watch it eventually.
Okay. Basically, so all the characters are anthro, right? There's like a cool mystery. It was the anthro characters like, wow, this is so cool. I love watching a show with anthro characters where they're not making the anthro characters like the whole deal. It's just like they're anthro. And then at the end, it's revealed that like actually they were never anthro. It was just this guy with some kind of disorder that made him see everybody's animals, and he gets fixed at the end. He gets fixed at the end, so everyone becomes people, and it made me so mad.
What?
Whoa.
I know. I was so pissed off. I was like, why? I was like, we didn't need any of this bullshit.
Damn, they got
bro.
him fixed.
Like they got him fixed. Like he was a funny walrus, but they make him like a boring ass man. It actually made me so sad.
Dude, if I have the disorder that makes me see everyone as an anthro animal, I don't want
my life would be
fucking
so much
brain
better.
Yeah, I
fixed.
want to be fixed.
Literally.
Don't fix me.
Yeah, how do I get it?
That's just called being Ethereum, but for everyone else.
Yeah.
Wait, does he see it? Do you get to see yourself as an animal?
He sees himself as an animal. Like he thinks he's
Then
a
your
walrus.
life is literally better. What?
Yeah,
I know. It's like that made me so mad that like I don't know. I just like I hate all of this like need to address it. Like I don't know. I just think you can have characters
Maybe
be
the
anthro.
world just has dogs. I don't know.
Like Lackadaisy
that feels like
is I think the best
like such a
example of
cop-out.
what I mean.
Yes,
Like Lackadaisy,
yes,
that I
true.
don't think I haven't finished the comic. I've watched like the animated pilot and read some of the comic, but like as far as I'm aware, Lackadaisy never addresses the fact, like in the story, that they're all anthro cats, and I like that. I think it's fun to just like. I don't think I would have given a fuck about Lackadaisy if it was about bootlegging. So it's way more interesting.
I think so,
Cooler. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So I think
because if you think about it as well, like especially with like, I feel like the younger like an audience is intended to be for media, the less they feel inclined to explain it. And honestly, I think they need to keep that energy for like like adult media as well.
One of the reasons I
Yeah.
love Beastars so much. I'm like, hell yeah, it's
No,
this
yeah.
aesthetic that isn't just for kids.
I think especially with what you're saying as well about like the whole thing where it's like the very, very considered like anthro wild dynamics. Like
Yeah.
I love that shit, but like I agree, it's probably a little tired. But I think the reason it feels tired is because there's not enough cool adult anthro
Yeah.
media for it to not feel tired. Like because all
Yeah.
the big examples, like that's what they focus on. It's like, can you imagine if there was like, I guess like a wider spectrum of like the kinds of stories that are told and were maybe more mainstream than like, yeah.
I enjoy drawing them more than people. Like I can draw
Yes.
people pretty competently now. In fact, drawing anthro characters has also helped me improve people. Not the faces, but like all the other parts I've gotten better at.
Yeah.
But like I just enjoy drawing animals more. I feel like animals kind of also can be more expressive than people in a lot of ways. Like people don't have big ears that can tell you what they're feeling.
True. That's one of the reasons I want a stupid big
True.
ass tail.
Yeah.
Like, people don't have tails, they can like lash or wag or like it has literally no real consequence on the story. TLDR is because I like it and I think it makes it more unique.
I love that.
I also say a character thing I really like in
Yeah,
Yes.
anthro and fairy media. Characters not being able to hide their feelings because of said like physical traits like tails and
Yes.
ears and stuff. It's
Oh
like
my god.
Oh, pretending to not be like flustered and they're wagging their freaking tail. I love it.
yeah, like just
Oh
the
my
classic
God.
like someone's complimenting a werewolf and it's pretending to be all blasé about it, but their tail's wagging, like that kind of shit. It's like
Yeah.
So
it's
cute.
good, it's
I love
fun,
it.
and it's just
It is good.
That's good characterization.
It's so good.
I have maybe like this might be a wild I guess like take or connection, but do you think maybe we're drawn to those sorts of things in media
Because
because
of autism, yes.
yeah. Well, because if you think about it, right, like one thing that I definitely always had a struggle with my entire life is the fact that it's
Okay,
like,
so I wrote an essay about this for my university.
oh my god, I
Based!
love that. Based.
I did write a whole essay about it. Apparently, like my mom, because she works at the university that I go to, she was like talking to the person who like reviewed that essay and like graded it, I think, and they were like, "Dude, Millie wrote like the most amazing essay about autism and like furries," and like she was telling me that I was like, "That's so
Aw.
cool that she still remembers it." But yeah,
That is
I don't
so
remember exactly what it
cool.
was, but like no, I think being autistic, like I think there's a reason why a lot of like I was wager most furries are autistic. It's because like when you're autistic, society kind of treats you like you're not a person. So you feel
True.
more connected to things that aren't people because people hurt you. And
Yeah.
I mean fuck Flossie likes the goldfish more than they like the people because the goldfish don't hurt them. So, they kind of
Yeah.
it even works out there too. Because I mean obviously that's a very like simplified explanation, but I think it's more of like a core kind of
Yeah.
like like when you're very like othered. And it doesn't make you feel.
No, I
It
agree.
feels
Yeah.
dehumanizing, and so like you feel more drawn to the non-human.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think especially because like for me personally, I don't know. Obviously, like autism, it's a spectrum, but like one of the things that I have dealt with like my entire life, didn't realize it was probably an autism thing until I got diagnosed at like what age 20. I guess it's always this thing of it's like I've got this I'd say this very rich internal world. I think a lot. I'm very introspective. There's a lot going on in my head, and a lot of the time that that will subconsciously like it will just show on my face, and so people will be like, oh, like why are you pissed off, or like, oh, why are you sad, and it's like I'm like, oh, well, I don't really want to get into that, like I don't know, it's very hard for me to mask my emotions, funnily enough, but
No, me
I
too.
can't
I
be out here
get it.
wagging my tail. Shut the fuck up.
well, yeah, well, exactly, it's like I don't know,
It would be nice to have like my
Like-
body respond the way I feel without
Yeah.
having to say
Yeah,
it.
it'd be nice if everyone was like an animal. You
Exactly.
could just tell what they were thinking, and you didn't have to like
yes,
parse it
oh
out
my
through
god,
like unknowable social cues. Like it's more clear
Yeah.
cut. It's like a world where nobody's masking,
exactly,
or nobody like So it feels easier.
It
It feels
becomes
more
a
like
more
relatable.
trusting world, I think, is why we like it. Is that idea
Mm.
that like
Yeah,
we can trust how people are responding because you can see it in their body.
yeah,
like
definitely.
like so like I don't know, I love anthro characters, and I never I'm never going back. I'm never going back to drawing just people. I'm gonna keep drawing furries until I die, especially now that I'm getting paid big bucks for it.
You're based as fuck for
Yes!
that. You're based as fuck for that.
Yes.
I-
Love.
Just imagining some male manipulator furry training their tail so they can.
Oh my god,
their
that's such a good character idea. Oh,
Oh
my
my god.
god.
Holy
That's
shit.
kind of
Oh my god.
genius. That's like, oh my
That's
god.
really good.
Whoa. Like politicians
God,
getting
just
getting their ears and tails docked. Whoa.
I mean,
Holy
well,
shit!
That is
Oh my
fire.
god!
if you think about it, I mean, Beastars does that with like what with the lion mare, where it's like he's like surgically like made his face like kinder, and he's like replaced his sharp teeth with like
he cut his
dentures.
teeth out. Yep.
Yeah, just like honestly, like
That's cool storytelling.
yeah, but like I'm not obsessed with that like character or anything, but I love little visual things like that. It's so cool. Ah,
You know, I still think the Anther world building is cool, but I just think I think it's mostly the predator prey thing I'm sick of. Like
yeah,
the worlds are
yeah.
fun, but the
Yeah, they're
predator prey thing is like,
introducing-
can we just have a bunny and like I don't know, some predatory animal? Like, okay, well, I know they're having romantic. Can we just have like a prey animal and a predator be friends, and it's not like, oh, they're gonna fucking eat you,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
They like to do a lot of implied like furry racism with stuff, and it's sort of just like,
Yeah.
okay, do we have to do this every time?
I feel like trying to do any like racism thing where like one group has like an actual like genetic difference over the other one is just kind of doomed to fail.
Yeah. I kind of like how Beastars does it in the sense that it's like both of those like I guess like groups of individuals like they have like their different sort of I guess like prejudices and like shit that they have to deal with, but I mean, it could have been done better in aspects for sure. I think Beastars probably handles it better than like Zootopia, but that's
Because Zootopia cop show.
yeah. Oh shit, I gotta fucking speed, dude. I reckon we can probably get in a good flow with these questions because they all kind of lead into each other. So I'll do my best to kind of orchestrate that. All right, I want
Rapid
to start
fire.
with what aspect of creating There's Nothing We Can Do so far has challenged you the most?
Shit, there's been so much. I mean, obviously backgrounds is kind of the boring answer. Like I made a 3D model of like Flossie's room. I'm gonna do more for like places that show up a lot.
That's clever.
I'm glad I learned how to do like some basic 3D in uni because oh my god, if I had to do Flossie's fucking room and keep it consistent for how much times it shows up, like without a 3D model, I think I would end it all. Like backgrounds is the obvious one, but I think maybe like killing my darlings has been one of the hardest parts. Like in just
Yeah.
writing it is like there's a lot of stuff, little stuff I like, but I had to like let go of.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, there's a lot of scenes with like Nessie and Flossie that like I care about a lot because I care about the relationship a lot and like their relationship's important to the story, but ultimately some of it was just like a lot of it I had just combined and condensed. I do a weird kind of method where I thumbnail my pages first, then I script them, and then I like if I can't remember what the original thumbnail was, I'll thumbnail them again, and then I'll like draw it. But like I have to thumbnail first because I struggle to write a script without any kind of visual to put to it. When I'm thumbnailing and like imagining the kind of sequence of events, like I don't really know if I want to draw this scene, so I'm just gonna like combine it with this other one. I think I'm pretty proud of how I managed to trim it down.
No, I think that's definitely something that I think a lot of people struggle with when it comes to stories and stuff.
Because the story is like my soul. This is why like I also didn't want to give it to anyone else. I am not that big of a comics person, but I just decided a comic for the medium because it was the one I could feasibly do by myself.
Fair.
Yeah, I just want complete control because this story is like so much of like my soul. I don't know, how to put it. Like it's just like it's so personal to me. I'd say there's been versions that there's been like sort of precursors to it that have been gone as far back as 2019. Like they didn't have the same characters, but they had a similar premise. I think it's been brewing for a lot longer than it was like it's officially started from.
I think that's a very good point, and I think it's one that a lot of people will probably relate to. Probably not one that we've maybe touched on heaps in the episode, but one that I'm aware of has maybe been a bit of a challenge is I guess has it been challenging for you to personally divorce your cast from their original origins? And as well as
that's a
that,
good question.
has it been challenging for the public to recognize that?
Oh, okay. This is a really good question because this is something I like kind of go back and forth on because like I don't know if I can ever really fully divorce it from their original inspirations, and I don't even necessarily know if I want to, but I just want it to be like very clear that they are separate. I don't mind if it's a kind of thing that's mostly popular with like that kind of fan base because like I think a lot of the themes are things that are present in those works. So I think it's just going to be resonant either way, but I'm mostly afraid people will like hold the thing it was originally on like over its head. Like, I don't know if you guys have heard of what is it? I Want to Eat Your Guts. But like people
Wait, yes,
every
I have.
fucking
Oh my
time,
god.
every time somebody talks about that show, and somebody's in the court with you, it's like, hey, did you know these characters were originally JoJo's characters? It's like, oh my god, I don't fucking care.
They're so
Yeah.
far divorced from it at that point as well. It's
Yeah.
like just let them make their thing, please.
Yeah. I guess the main difference is like I just don't want to make the artists uncomfortable in any way. I avoided basing any of their stories off of like, you know, the real people because that's weird. Like all of what happens to them is based on my own experience or like things I came up with. But also, again, the problem is a lot of the stuff I came up with listening to the songs, and the people wrote the songs based on their own personal experiences. So it's like I wasn't purposely like copying their life, but like
Yeah.
it's happened more than once now. I found something out about an artist I did not know when I like wrote the character that was inspired on them, and I like that like lines up perfectly, and that scares me. I like there's no way I could have known that, especially with like some of the designs. Some of them do look like the people. I've done like Julie especially. I think her design is distinct enough. Like she's got a different body type now. Like her voice, while it isn't present in the comic, I think Julie is separate enough. But I think people are going to be comparing her to Jane until she dies, or until I die.
Yeah.
because she's already dead. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I just don't want people to think I'm trying to say something about Jane. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's gonna be like, "Are you trying to say Jane Remover's like a cannibal, vengeful spirit ghost person?" I'm like, no. I guess the nuance part for me is like, yeah, I don't care to fully divorce them because like I think the inspiration is kind of core to their characters. I guess I just don't want it to be like the framing device they're presented under. I'd rather like I don't want it to be
Yeah.
like this is my Jane Remover furry. I want it to be like this is my OC Julie. She was inspired by this album.
On that note, though, I guess how would you feel if any of those original sources of inspiration were to ever engage with the comic?
And this is where we release our special guest, Jane Remove. No, I'm joking.
I would be like extremely honored. This is the part where I feel like kind of conflicted because at the same time I'm like, oh, I don't want it to be like an underscores like Jane River fan thing, but I'm also like, oh my god, I want to fucking tell underscores that I named my comic after one of them. Like it's kind of like almost like more of another motif to me.
Yeah.
At this point, like it's like the goldfish or like the bird. Kind of we're borrowing from motifs in the imagery, but we're doing something original with it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
the census house, I would call it the Cushman house. Like, it appears in the story. And, like, because when I got the Instagram ask about, like, references, I didn't even consider that was a reference until I thought about it later. I was like, oh, people might interpret that as a reference. Because, like, to me, that location exists far outside of the context of that album. But for a lot of people, it
Yeah.
doesn't. You know, a lot of people, it's just
Yeah.
the census designated house. But to me, you know, it has this whole history that it's been around way fucking longer before Jane Remover. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just taking it and interpreting it like again for this purpose.
Well, I mean, I think you could probably make the argument as well that, like, while the Cushman house, the census designated house, was like a source of inspiration probably for Jane with the art direction, that's a source of inspiration for you with your art direction. Like,
it's inspiration at the end of the day. I mean, they
Yeah.
were never intended to be like representations of like the people. They were just representations of the album. But you know, as they became
Yeah.
more different, I was just like, yeah. But yeah, again, I just don't want people to think that they're supposed to be any of the artists. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
I think people with a strong level of, or at least like a decent level of media literacy will be able to be like, yes, this is devoid from actual real people.
Yeah.
That only exists in certain extreme areas of the internet. Unfortunately, because they exist, they like to highlight themselves.
But yeah, so I don't mind a certain degree of association. Like, you know, if somebody draws Julie and like they post it on Instagram and they set the song as a census designated song, I'll be like, yeah, that makes sense. Like I would do the
Yeah.
same. There's some of the interludes are named after a song from Census. There's like probably one of the only few like intended nods, but like the rest of it is more like imagery and callbacks, I guess. TLDR I think is like I just don't want people to think it's the entire gimmick is it's like an underscore Jane thing. It's you don't need to know shit about either of them to read it. You know, it's fully self-contained. But I will not deny the inspiration, and I won't even deny some level of association. I just want it to be clear that they're like their own thing.
Yeah. Well, I can say as
Yeah.
someone with like I guess a bit more insight into the internal creative process, it's definitely it's its own thing. It's very self-contained. I think anyone can pick it up and they don't have to know fucking anything about any of those people.
You don't need
It'll
a
be
single
fine.
thing.
I'm gonna rapid fire through our last couple of ones.
Okay, I'll try to be faster. I'm just so
It's okay.
yappy.
I get it. It's your baby, but
It's my
You've been locked in
baby.
the house You've been locked in the house with no food for too long.
I've been fucking. Well, I've been 8 months pregnant with this. Nothing we can do.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
It just feels like no matter how much I say about it, it never feels like I'm saying enough.
It's been living in your brain for too long. Yeah, I get it.
It
Yeah,
hasn't been in my mind's
exactly.
house for too long. I'm just saying it here because less people will see it, so I can be. I
Less
can
people
be
hold you
more.
to that, yeah.
Less people
Yeah.
will hold me to it, so I can say that we're looking at June release date.
Sick.
The release date we are
Yay!
looking at is the same week I have all of my uni hand-ins though, so it's gonna be a little bit dicey.
That's a little hectic, for sure.
Ugh.
I'm going to Canada. Wait, we're bringing that back. I'm going to Canada like immediately after. So
What would you do differently, if anything, with the hindsight that you have now? I guess being this close to release.
I think I would have either set it the entire thing in Amber, or I would have set it in Ocean, in like it's in a town in Oregon or Washington on the coast.
Yeah.
It's because I don't know
I
that much
getcha.
about California, but I set it in California because this is bad. This is kind of the problem with treating it almost like a puzzle of like how can I fit every Jane remover thing ever into the other one.
Yeah.
So like I already had kind of established that the longer siblings were going to be in California, and like I needed Flossie to be there with them. But I think maybe it could have been better in hindsight had I just have Flossie been in Amber, or like maybe closer proximity so they could have returned or something.
Yeah.
But
I getcha.
I don't know, that's like, I think other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with everything. I've realized, like, because I was originally like scripting and thumbnailing so far ahead, like I've scripted up to like fucking chapter 4, which is like 100 pages. But then I realized if I actually don't script and like thumbnail as far in advance, I can change more stuff on the fly.
Yeah.
So I've decided
True.
to I've kind of stopped scripting and thumbnailing for the most part, and I'm just trying to keep things open so I can change things. Well, I have changed a few things so far. It's only been like very slight things or adding to certain scenes. I think Jack gets a rock thrown at her face or something. I don't remember. That's your one random spoiler.
Everyone
yeah.
be on the lookout for that.
Everyone be on the lookout for
Like-
what happens in like 2 years.
Candid Kennel listeners gonna be like, that's the thing!
That's the rock.
That's the thing! Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But I think other than that, I'm like pretty satisfied with most. I'm very proud. Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, it's my little
That's
chub story.
awesome.
No one's gonna like it. But then like sometimes like if I spend too long without working on it, I'll go back and look and I'll be like, oh my fucking god, dude, I'm the fucking goat. This is like the best story ever. Like I'm fucking awesome.
Oh, that's so good. No, but
That's
I'm
real.
glad that it's a project that like yeah, I think it's nice when you've made something and it's like, wow, I really wouldn't change that much about this.
Yeah, like
Mm.
I mean, again, I did spend so long, like kind of slowly building it piece by piece, and like I feel like trying to write a story was like, I think that's what would have doomed me. Just thinking about these characters like constantly, I've just managed to come up with like all of this stuff till I had like a complete story with very like horrifically fleshed out characters.
Yeah. I get that. I've got 2 more questions to round us out. One's a
Okay.
little silly, one's a little serious.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. We talked about this a little bit before with our game that we did, but there's a bit of a theme in There's Nothing We Can Do that everyone is either fish or bugs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Or
remember that
this
coming
cat.
up in the server, but essentially, I guess, are you personally fish or are you bug?
Oh, I feel
Yeah.
like I think I fuck with fish. Like I
Mm,
know maybe it's just 'cause I'm scared of a lot of bugs.
that's fair.
But like I know I love aquariums. I mean, okay, I love all of them, but you know, Flossie's my favorite. Flossie's my favorite
Yeah.
child, and I love fishies. Oh my god, wait, I'll have to send a picture of my Flossie shrine I have in my room.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Yeah.
There's this black moor goldfish plush that like we were desperately, like me and my friend Zeppy were desperately trying to win. I spent so much money trying to win it, and like I was like so fixated on it purely because that's like Flossie's specific favorite kind of fish. Flossie like goldfish, but they're specifically on like the black moor goldfish, which are like they're like very pretty. They're like, you know, they're like
When I learned that like there were like different categories of goldfish, I think my brain melted.
I like shabunkins.
I love Ranchu goldfish too, but like black moor goldfish, that's Flossie's thing. Like
Ranchers
Flossie
are
is
so
called
fucking cute.
Ranches
Flossie
are cute.
Black Moor Goldfish. That's where Flossie's last name comes from. After Lord Drop.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's not like where it comes from in the universe, but like that's the
Yeah.
motif.
Can you guys, Zap, can you send me a photo of that specific type of goldfish? Because I don't know which one that is.
Okay, wait, let me get it. Let
so-
me get it. Let me get it.
Blackmores they look kind of like a normal goldfish, but black, and they have big bubbly eyes.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
the gross ones. Yeah, okay.
No, not the gross ones. Those are
Oh.
you're thinking of bubble eye goldfish, which are a different
Those are
thing.
fucking hideous. They're really upsetting to look
Yeah.
at.
No, they
Um,
are, and
red-
it's very cruel.
Ranchus are very, very cute and little fat guys, and they have a wen covering their whole head. And
I love
yeah.
ranches. They are cute.
Okay, wait. I
Picture
seen a
of a
picture of a
Ranchu
black
incoming.
goldfish.
Okay. Sorry, just quick
This
Ren
is a
goldfish
Ranchu.
education.
I had a Ranchu for years, and his name was Gimli because he was a dwarf Ranchu.
Oh, there
Aw.
he looks.
No, it's really it's actually really nice. It's so soft and
Ren,
squishy
that's his
feeling.
brain.
What? What? You don't meant to touch it.
Yeah, Gimli liked pats. You'd put your
You
hand
can
in
also-
to take it,
What
he'd
the
spin into your
fuck?
hand.
With ranchus as well, if it starts to grow too much over their like eyes, you can trim their wen. So
Yeah.
yeah,
the
it's like it
and
doesn't
it-
hurt
it's-
them.
And this is an Aranda goldfish.
Is that
I
their
love
brain? Is that its
Arandas.
brain?
No,
it's just
it's
just
his
looks cool.
wen.
You can see right here. These are the fish that Flossie has. Their names are Sandy,
Yeah.
Harvey, and Sarah. And they're all named after Alex G songs. Because
That's
kind of
awesome.
person Flossie is.
That's so
Amazing.
good.
I will say, I think the Moor is pretty. I think he's pretty.
Mm.
I think
Blackmore's
the
good.
Blackmore is pretty.
Blackmore is
He
so
kind of
pretty.
also
I
looks a
love
little
them.
grumpy. He looks like he's going like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The generic goldfish you're thinking of, Ren, are usually they're comets that you're thinking of. That's
Yeah.
like the goldfish looking ass goldfish. I'm assigning myself fish,
Fish or
by the
bugs?
way.
Yeah, fish. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm fish. I'm one of these guys. These are Pictus catfish,
Oh,
and they're so
I
fucking
love-
cute.
But what about dogfish?
No, you don't
Why
want
aren't you
to.
a
Dogfish is
dogfish?
scary.
Oh,
Dogfish
oh,
is
no.
scary.
I think I'm a fish because I'm scared of bugs.
Yeah.
But if I was a bug, I'd be a butterfly.
Oh,
But I don't know
yes.
what kind of fish I would be.
I got you. I got you.
Oh god, she's gonna insult me.
Devil's whole pupfish.
Pup fish?
Ugh.
Puppy
Yeah,
fish?
let me show you. Devil's whole
Devil's
pupfish. I'll show
hole?
you.
Whoa. Whoa, it's
Because they
piggy.
live in this. There's
Wait,
like,
you
oh my
weren't gonna
God.
insult me, Zap. You actually sent me a really pretty fish.
Yeah, betta fish.
I'm
Yeah,
happy to be
I'll
a
show you
purple
these
betta
ones.
fish.
Ren, I'll tell you more about these guys later because they're
Uh-huh.
really
Purple
interesting.
beta.
But
Well, I will say
Sorry.
I will say I have a very strong connection to monarch butterflies. So if one of us has to be a
Oh.
bug, I'll be a monarch butterfly.
I think that would be very wonderful. But also, wait, low-key, I'm realizing that, like, implication is that people who pick bugs would be ghosts and people who pick fish would be alive.
I'm okay with being a ghost.
Ghost
So you get to be a
time.
bug, but you're a ghost.
Ooh.
Ghost bugs.
But ghost butterfly sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, ghost
Fuck
butterfly would
yeah.
probably be sick.
The real question is, what category does this guy go in?
Is
Wait,
this
let
the
me
see.
dogfish? Is this the dogfish?
Where?
This is every time you post a photo, guys. I have to edit it in.
Oh my
this
God,
guy.
Zap! You stole my fucking thing.
I'm so sorry.
God damn it!
What
I was
is it?
because I was
can't
gonna
see
say
it.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be annoying and non-binary, and I'm gonna say I'm somewhere in between
Is that a shrimp?
fish and
I'm
bugs.
sure you could be, like, somewhere in between. You could
Oh,
be, like,
yeah.
half dead.
Shrimp is
You
bugs.
can be half
Shrimp is bugs.
Yeah,
You
basically.
could be a zombie.
Shrimp is bugs. I would
I would say my
specifically.
zombies just
I
live.
would. I'd be this guy. I'm sending him now.
Oh, wait,
No,
I
it's
see
a
this.
blue
I'm seeing
shrimp.
this. This is so
It's
Bambi.
the it's the Bambi shrimp.
Yeah, I'd be Blue Dream Neocaridina.
That's a word.
Yes, absolutely. Gosh, I don't even know. I actually don't know what I would be if I was like a specific fish. No, I know what I'd be. I'd be a fucking California sheephead wrasse.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Let me get a picture.
I like that we all have some fish knowledge, and Ren's just like, "What's going on?"
I just love
Ren's
fish.
like, I don't know what a fish is. I'm so fucking scared.
I just love their teeth. The California sheephead wrasse. Their little teeth.
I will say I like cleaner ass. Cleaner ass are cool.
Cleaner ass are very
Oh, they're
cute.
cleaner wrasse.
Yeah,
and they're freaking epic.
little doctors. Little doctors.
Yeah,
Well,
well, this is
Ew,
dirtier
what
rats.
the dear God is that? Oh my
That's
God.
Like
the
a
California
million. We have
sheephead
the
wrasse.
same
Oh, I
picture.
hate it. Ew,
They're
ew,
No, they're beautiful. I love them.
I like him.
I also love Arapaima. Arapaima are like my
Oh,
other favorite fish.
Arapaima.
Oh, is it empty?
No, it's because it doesn't eat the sea
Lots of fish
urchin.
have teeth.
Oh, this is the end of our show. Thanks, everybody.
Oh my
God, I
god.
gotta go.
Oh, Ren.
The fish with teeth. That's it. That's where I draw my line.
There's not even bad fish teeth. There's a normal fish.
I don't want
Yeah,
to
there's
see
a-
fish teeth.
Oh dear.
the fish teeth. I don't want it.
Can I retroactively put a spoiler on this?
I don't want us. I don't
Clo-
want. I
it's
don't
okay.
want to see
Clo-
the fish teeth.
Ren, close the chat. It's okay.
No.
Ren,
You
it's
can do
okay.
it. It's okay.
It's okay.
You're
okay.
a fucking
It's
mess.
gonna be okay.
Breakdown.
Calms you. Calms you.
Oh.
Oh my god. Losing it.
Ah.
I'm fucking losing it. It's the fish
Well,
teeth,
look,
man.
maybe with
God.
fish teeth, that's where
I'm gonna wake up in
into.
the middle of the night thinking about fish teeth. I'm gonna be lying next to Zap and I'm going, Ras.
All right, I'm gonna pivot us. I'm gonna pivot us from fish
Okay,
teeth.
pivot.
This is gonna go down in Cat and Kennel history as one of Ren's like real ass breakdowns on the podcast. We've had a few. We've had a few. This one like hit me in a different level. Something about the fish teeth, like I kind of felt that in my soul. I was, oh god.
Well,
Maybe your soul was a sea urchin.
maybe.
Oh,
Ren,
need a
yeah, in a
sturgeon.
past life.
surgeon,
Stur-
give me a
I am a
lobotomy
sturgeon. From a
Get a
sturgeon.
lobotomy from a sturgeon.
That's awesome. I love sturgeons. They're funny.
They
Oh.
sell for a lot in Animal Crossing.
Yeah, they do. They're belly full of caviar.
There's one last
Aw.
question.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
one more question. This is
Okay.
it's my last one, and I think it's a nice one to round us off on.
Yay. Okay.
It's a thinker. It makes you think.
Okay, this is good. I love thinking.
Okay. Yay. My final question for you, for I guess anyone listening as well, is what advice do you have for creatives, such as myself, who for whatever reason, like put off their ambitions to kind of, I guess, make something of this scale? Like, what motivates you to commit to a project despite everything that may make it difficult?
Oh yes. Okay. This is one of the ones I was like I thought about beforehand. But I think
Yes.
my number one, I think the thing that saved me with this particular story, or at least the thing I found the most helpful, is kind of like, maybe it sounds a bit counterintuitive, it was kind of like lower your expectations.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. For me,
Oh, that's
my
actually
goal
based.
with this project, like, I know it's hard because like I notice with people, like people like to announce stuff without like I would say don't announce it until you're sure it's gonna come out. Like, because then there's not like, then you don't feel like the pressure. First of all, you don't have like public pressure to hold up to like whatever, if you have a release date, or like feel like people are like expecting you to do it. If you keep it private, obviously I know keeping it private can be hard because like you want to share your work. But like, I don't know, personally what I did was I made a Discord server, and like I love that Discord server. Shout out, there's nothing we can Discord people. All my shout out that there's nothing we can Discord. Those are like all my goats, because like without the people in that server, I don't think it would have been possible. So I'd say like get a group of friends, or like, you know, just like even just mutuals, or like people, you know, people who like you can kind of exchange ideas with or give feedback. Put them in like a Discord server, and you guys can kind of, you know, you can work on it and get feedback, and also get like praise and stuff. And so you know it makes it easier to like keep it kind of private until it's ready. But yeah, I think like tempering my expectations was like the best thing I could have possibly done. Like I went into this basically like I was so like, oh my god, I don't even know if this is gonna come out. Like I didn't even know if it was gonna make it to getting announced. I thought like I was like fully preparing at any moment for my motivation to like drop off, and for me to like not be enjoying it anymore. Even now, my goal is still just to have it start. I don't care if it doesn't get finished. Like I would like it to get finished, because the ending especially is like my favorite part of the story. You know, if I lose my passion for it, I don't want to force myself to keep working on it. So like,
Yeah.
well, this is the other thing I would say is like, when you feel passionate about something, I would say act. That's when you have to act on it. Like don't
Yeah, you have to
wait.
jump on it.
You gotta jump on, like, at least especially with me with like my ADHD, I like hyperfixate on things, and like
Yeah.
so I have no idea when my interest in something is gonna stop. Like I've been like waiting. I keep like anticipating the day I'm just gonna suddenly like drop off an interest on this thing. But it has kept going for 8 months, which is so I think I've kind of gotten used to it being around. So I think I would like to think that it's gonna be a part of my life for like a good while. But again, I don't know what's gonna
Yeah.
happen, and I don't want to force myself. Like for me, the thing is, if it starts, I can finish it at any point. You know, like if I just
Yeah.
want it to get out, I just want to say that I got it out, and I tried.
Totally.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
a little expansion from just what you were saying before of like,
Yeah.
not to like counter your point, but more so just like if you're a different kind of person. You said like, oh, don't release it when it's like, don't announce it when it's not done. However, my little expansion from that is if you're wanting to like finish a project and you're finding like you need to like the kick up the ass to like be like, I'm gonna finish this. It can actually be a good idea to set yourself a deadline and then post that deadline and be like, well, now I've gotta, you know?
No, I agree with you. I think that
Like, especially if you're like, if you're nearing the end and you need the final kick up the ass to be
oh,
like,
absolutely.
I need to finish this project because I know I'm gonna, like, then maybe you've got like a first chapter or something that you're like, oh, this is really close to getting done, but I don't really want, like, I'm struggling to finish it. That's when if you're the kind of person that gets motivated by deadlines, which I know a lot of ADHD people are, then the trick would be, okay, say that the first chapter is coming out at this, like, 3 months ahead or whatever, or something like that. And then,
Yeah.
like, force yourself to be like, well, now I have to finish it, you know?
The prologue is going to drop in its entirety when the comic releases, and then it's going to start doing weekly updates from there. So I have to finish the entire prologue before this thing updates, and I announced it before. I haven't finished the prologue. So I was just like, I just wanted to, but I think it's more so for me, like, I see a lot of people will like announce this project they're working on like a week after they come up with it, and then it just never gets finished because it was just kind of like a sort of it was a tentative. Like I think like waiting until it's, I would say maybe not so waiting until it's done, but maybe waiting until it's ready to be announced.
Yeah.
Like or
Yeah.
until waiting until you think you're confident you can follow through, even if it requires a bit of
that's
a
what I've been
pushing.
doing with my music, because like the interesting thing with like music is obviously like I have a whole other stage after like the songs are kind of done where I'm like mastering them and touching them up and cleaning them up. With like release dates for my music, one, I'm pretty much always gonna consistently, like, if I have a big project with that, say it's gonna come out within like, see, I usually do an announcement about 3 months before the actual final is out. Because that gives me enough time to be like, oh, I want to like maybe adjust something here or add things here. But I only say that I'm gonna do that when like the main songs are basically finished.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's like my approach. Like again, I still haven't finished the stuff I need to release it.
but setting yourself like an internal deadline, like even if you're not even like posting about it, just being like, cool, I'm actually gonna give myself like real deadlines that I'm gonna stick to can be really helpful.
Yeah.
I have that tentative release date that I'm currently gunning for, that I'm trying to get everything done. It is a bit scary because I still have school.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay, wait. Another piece of advice, fucking take care of your wrist. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
sleep with
Yeah.
if you're the type of
Oh.
person who like you have your hands like flat, you kind of like bend your hands like flat against your pillows when you sleep. Get a fucking wrist brace. Sleep with a wrist brace
my
on, and it will
God.
do you so many wonders. Like, wear the wrist brace. Look, people. Okay, look. This is what they don't want you to know. You don't wear the wrist brace while you're drawing. You wear it when you're doing everything but drawing. You save the unbraced wrist for the drawing time, and then you just when you're not drawing. At least that's how I did it, and then like it keeps your wrist in place. So then it kind of, because at least maybe it's just because I tend to kind of like my head, because I do like autism hands. Like yeah, I
Pause,
like
you do
I
pause?
know. I do yeah. I had like a sort of like, because I was working pretty hard on this comic like around, I think it was around December or something. I suddenly started having a lot of wrist pain. And like I don't know how to describe it. It was like, I think it's the area where I think it was like I was approaching carpal tunnelville.
Yeah.
I was going in. I was driving through the carpal tunnel.
You're on the highway. Yeah.
I was on the highway, so I was like, okay, we need to stop this right now. Like it wasn't that bad, but it was noticeable enough and like consistent enough that I was really worried. Like, and like when you kind of first run into that, because like if you've like grown up like me, like drawing 8 hours a day or whatever, and like you never encounter wrist pain, you feel like you're fucking unstoppable. But then the moment it hits you, it's like figuring
No.
out mortality for the first
Yeah.
time. It's like, oh my god, wait, I'm not invincible, and I actually need
Oh,
to like.
I'm actually not a permanent fixture in the world. Oh god. Yeah.
I know.
Oh my
I need to
god.
like make. I need to like.
Sorry to
take care of
everybody
my
who is
wrist
just now
so I can't
realizing that.
comic. So you take care of your wrist. Like even just try to like do different things with your wrist. Because honestly, most things you do are going to involve some kind of wrist movement.
Something that can keep your wrists. I don't. I'm cutting that. I'm cutting that. Ew.
Stop.
Didn't even get to foot the
Oh
door.
my god.
Oh,
Oh.
I hated that.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, Ren. Oh my
I'm so
god.
sorry. I quit. That's it.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
That plane exploded on the
Yeah.
fucking runway to take off.
Yeah. So like I just say like honestly, even if you're not having wrist pain right now, I would say get like a wrist brace just to have for the future. Or just sleep with. I like it just feels it just like feels good. I think it does genuinely help, especially if you sleep like again where your wrists are like kind of in a bad position. Like if you kind of put them up against your pillow, you don't want them like bent like that. It's gonna fuck your shit up. Like
Yeah. Dude, I sleep like such a fucking idiot. I need to do that.
I did actually manage to dodge what I thought was going to be carpal tunnel because I totally thought I was going to have it because it was steadily getting slowly worse. And I started wearing the wrist brace and I started like taking more breaks and I have been having not that many wrist pain issues since. So, but I'm just really cautious about it now because I just like honestly like I think if it wasn't for this comic, I would have been way less cautious about it. I probably would have fucked my shit up more. But now it's like I need to finish this shit. So like I have to like make sure this thing's okay so I can keep doing this.
True. Well,
I'd also
there you
heavy
have it.
recommend go to a physio, people. If you have
Yeah.
body
Physios-
pains,
physios are based.
see a doctor.
Physios are
Yeah.
based.
Yeah. This is true.
That's
I
what-
never even
that's-
went to the doctor. So I don't even know if it was carpal tunnel. I don't know if it got to that point because I think once you have carpal tunnel, I think you probably fucking know. But it was like it was lining up with what sounded like it was gonna become that if I didn't stop it when I did, which I'm glad I did. Learn 3D if you can.
Yeah.
Like just making a basic like I can't fucking model for shit, but like if you can just figure out how to like manipulate kind of basic squares, you can make a basic room that you can draw over super easy. It will save you so much time.
Mhm.
Like if you get better at 3D, you can like model your character's head so you know how it looks from every angle. You can do way more stuff. I'm sure you could even find like people know how to make those like 3D models do the kind of 2D stuff. I'm sure you could just find a way to make all of your backgrounds like in 3D and then just keep reusing them. Like 3D's great. I need to get better at it, but like even with what little I know, it has saved me so much time.
Anyone else ever go through that phase where like every like couple of years they're like, oh fuck, I need to learn Blender.
I learned some fucking Maya and ZBrush
I know
I'm
a little bit of Blender. Well, I know a little bit of 3D modeling from my degree, but I know a little bit of Blender because of VR chat. Because of
Oh!
VR chat avatars.
I need to learn Blender because I only know fucking ZBrush and Maya because my fucking
ZBrush is
Yeah.
fun. ZBrush is fun.
ZBrush
Maya,
is
fucking,
I
I don't want to touch Maya again for the rest of my goddamn life, and I have if I have
the
to.
UI
that
in
will be
ZBrush makes me
that'll
want to
be
kill
it.
people though.
I had to the first time I tried to do like our intro to 3D animation course when I was still doing uni, I basically I don't know. I think it was COVID times. My dad was identified
That's
as
when
a
I had to do my
quote-unquote
3D modeling
close
course. It's probably one of
contact.
the reasons why I hated it so much.
Yay! Yeah. So I had to like literally like my entire family, we just had to stay in our fucking house for like 14 days.
Yeah.
None of us got COVID, so it was fine. But
Oh my god.
I
got it
Yeah.
twice
Sorry, I have a
and
story related to
nearly
that.
died. Don't worry, I'm fine.
oh my god.
I
It was
fucking
really bad.
when we moved to New Zealand, I think I don't remember who got COVID first, but my brother got COVID, and then so we had to quarantine for like however long, and then like literally right at the end of our quarantine period, then we got COVID, so then we had to do like double the time again.
That's fucked. That's evil.
It's so fucked. It's because
Dude.
I went to my first week of school in New Zealand and I disappeared for like 2 weeks because I had COVID.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, don't take me back to that. I will forget it, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried to fucking I tried to run Autodesk Maya on my like
You know,
I remember
ancient
this.
I
MacBook
would say
Pro.
run Blender if you can. Blender is like, Blender's way more. I don't know if it's like how I don't know like software wise like how like intensive it is compared to the other ones, but like Blender, at least Blender is free, and you can
Yeah.
download it on you could you don't have to like worry about your license or whatever bullshit. I don't know. Blender seems good. I need to learn it more. I mostly use Blender to just open because I'm a fucking freak. Instead of learning Blender, I go all the way to uni, and then I go into the computer labs and I model my fucking gay comic shit there, and then I export it as like I can't remember what the file is for the one with like layers. So I export it with like the equivalent of like a layered file, so each of the objects are separate, and then I put it into Blender at home, and then I just delete whatever layer because I'll add all the walls, and then like depending on what angle in the room Flossie's, and I'll delete one wall so I can just see the rest of the room. I probably hide it, but for some reason when you hide stuff in Maya, sometimes it just never comes back.
Oh my
So
god.
This is, I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie, this is actively triggering.
Okay, I'll move on.
Yeah.
I have my last two things to say, or last two things for this question.
Yeah.
I would say, I think kind of sort of similar to the other one. I'd say, like let it take as long as it needs to kind of to bake, to cook.
Mm.
Like I'd say, like don't try to get it like. Well, no, I'd say like if you're like if you're nearing the end and you need that like final push, I think a deadline's good. But I think like, I think I went into this like very tentatively, like just trying to like kind of let it see where it would go, not like, okay, we're gonna release a web comic. Like I was just like, okay, I'm gonna try writing a comic, and like if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, so I think just having like, it's kind of hard to do that for some people, but I think like I don't know, maybe it's just because like I was never really a story like OC person before this. I was more like of a fandom person, but then like because I think through finding this way, because like I've always loved, like I think most of my like most written and lore heavy characters were like fan characters, like my Hollow Knight OCs or something from ages ago. So I think like kind of figuring out this like music to character method kind of was like that final like it was like the thing that finally got me to like actually figure out how to make characters that were like original, that like were in a pre-existing world that I liked.
Yeah.
Because I just can't, I just struggle to make characters that something's kind of base them off, even if it's like really vague.
No, I get that. Yeah.
So I think the music works as a great basis because it doesn't really have like like obviously it has like the cover, but like it's the way you interpret music into visuals, everyone does it differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is the last one I would say, which is kind of also similar to that, as I say, like this might not be the same for everybody, but in my experience, like again, as I was saying, I was never really like an OC story lore person. Like I had OCs with lore, but like it was never this fleshed out. I think for me I think what allowed me to come up with this story and like become this person who's like actually wants to like tell a story was like you gotta let the story find you. Like I think you gotta not force it. Like a lot of the times I was like, okay, I need to write an OC story. I need to have an OC story. And then I write it or just end up kind of like a lame reflection of whatever I was hyperfixated on at the time.
Yeah. No, there'll be a moment where
happened.
you're like, where like an idea will hit you. I, as someone who
Yeah.
has also like, built like OC stories and stuff. Like, I mean, Ren started off as a comic character.
Yeah.
Like it very much was just this day where I was just like, I kind of want to do this thing. Like it'll just like slip into your brain one day. You kind of just have to let it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to because again for me, I was building this like story up piece by piece since May, and then it was in August where I just had the realization. I can't remember, but I think it was a few people encouraging me specifically, and I was like, I kind of want to make this a thing that like people can consume. I think the original way I phrased it was I want to tell everybody the lore, but like it's too hard to tell each person. I think I said this earlier in the fucking interview. Actually, I'm actually repeating myself to mention, but like I was like, if you went back and told me May 2025 when I was coming up with like Flossie and Julie as like these fun like oh, if these albums were people, I think they hate each other type idea, that I was gonna have like a comic that like had a voice acting from like one of my favorite musicians who's like my friend now apparently, like in the trailer, and it's gonna be really cool. And like all of my and like there's all this work put into it, like for myself and like my friends, and like it's like this big important thing to me now. Like I would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I got fucking Wish on a Melon do it 5. So like I just think like not trying to force it, like not trying to come up with a story or setting out to come up with a story, and instead like kind of letting the story sort of take shape by itself, and then like sort of around like realizing it was taking shape and then sort of helping it finish its shape taking. There's probably a better metaphor I can think of. I think just like letting it build up in my mind, and then to the point where I felt like I wanted to like really flesh it out.
Hell yeah.
I think that's my advice is holy yap.
No, but I genuinely I appreciate the insight, and I appreciate like your insight as well, Ren. I don't know, as someone with like I got so many little fucking ideas in my head. It's like it's just it's nice to hear like other people say like this is what actually gets me to do something for once, because I don't know, I want to do things.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was our last question. So
Wow.
congratulations, everyone. There is in fact
Yay.
something that there is something we can actually do.
There might be something we can do. You know, maybe
Is finish the
Oh
podcast.
god, I just got it. Oh my god. God damn it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Fuck's sake.
I love it when
Oh
Floppy
my
said there's
God,
nothing we can do, and then there's nothing we can do it all over the place.
Oh my god, why am I the stupid one of the Candid Kennel?
It's there's something we can do in time.
There's something we can do in time.
Oh,
Fish with
Oh my
teeth and now
God.
this.
don't think about don't think about the fish with the teeth.
The apple bottom jeans, fish with the teeth.
Fish with the teeth.
Oh god, she's gonna bring it up when I come over. Oh, she's gonna be like, oh, give me the fish with the teeth.
Fish with the
How blowjob you
teeth.
want? With the teeth or without the teeth?
Eat fish.
No,
Burn out the teeth.
No, fucking
Bone out the
Palpatine.
fucking teeth.
Unlimited
Oh.
teeth.
No.
Why is this one fucking impression I've heard you actually do well?
Hey, I did Mortwell. King Julian! King Julian! Yay, I'm the sacrifice!
Please,
Oh
we've
my
been doing this
God.
for 3 hours.
Okay, quick
Oh.
note. Quick important note that we can segue into the outro.
Yes.
Steph and I realized on a bike ride recently that the Candid Kennel is King Julian, Mort, and Maurice. I'm King Julian. I'm Mort. Zap's King Julian, and you're Maurice.
Honestly, I'll take that. Maurice is king.
Maurice is kind of based.
Maurice is fucking awesome.
No.
Ren, look at the chat.
Why is its teeth like that?
No. No.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Stop. That's the end of our show, guys.
Yeah!
Wow.
Holy
I
fuck.
would like to
I can't
shout
believe-
out Emperor Palpatine.
I'm gonna shout out weed because
Yeah.
2020, baby. That's what happened.
420.
Wait, can we do real shout outs?
That was
Yeah,
my
do
real
real
shout out.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a real shout out, but I'm like slash serious shout outs.
No. Yeah, of course.
Do
Okay.
a serious shout out, and that'll give me a chance to think of
Okay.
who I'm
I
shouting
just want to shout out my extremely awesome friend Gwen, Violet Pony. She's releasing her mixtape
I
today
fucking
on
love Violet
420.
Pony.
You know,
Yeah.
she's awesome. She's a dear friend of mine.
I'm immediately locked back in. I'm immediately locked back in. No, it's...
Influencer mode.
Nah, but like, no, yes, but she's releasing her mixtape, Gonarch's Lair, today on this 420, and it's really, really fucking good. And I got to do
Holy
a
fuck,
bit of
Weed
art for
album.
it, and I'm really happy. I think it's so fucking awesome, and I can't wait for everyone to hear it. I think by the time this is out, it'll probably be out because it's 420 here. It's gonna be 420 in America very soon. And also,
Yeah, I'm not editing that fast. Fucking hell.
and I also want to shout out my other dear friend Salvia, who I don't think she has a project coming out at some point, but I don't know exactly when she's planning on when it's gonna come out. But she doesn't have anything else. I just want to shout her out because she's really awesome. She did the voice acting for Julie in my teaser trailer, and like she's just a very dear friend of mine, and like listen to her album My Teeth Will Free that came out last year. It's so fucking good. It's like Census Designated if it was like furrier, and it was like gorier and like fucking like even more transgender. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's like she's so talented. She's so good. She also makes music as Male Pup. Check out the Male Pup stuff. She's really good. So yeah,
Do you
shout out
know
Salvia,
Male
shout
Pup?
out
I
Gwen.
feel like you'd know Male Pup.
Yes.
Male Pup is
Yes, we do.
yeah.
Yes, I figured.
Yeah, so shout out those two. There's some other people I'm probably blanking out, but those are like the two. Those are the two people I want to shout outs.
Hell yeah. No, I will actually give a
Yay.
legit shout out. I would like to shout out Wolfboy for collaborating with me
Yay.
on Nothing But Nice, which
Yay.
is out right now. He's super cool guy, absolute legend, really fun to work with, and his and I's voice sound really cool together because he like sits on a far lower register than I do, and it was really fun to like mix it and
Oh, that's so fun.
yeah, it was super cool.
Fuck
He's
yeah.
really fun to work with. So thanks, buddy.
Yay.
Yay. Oh, would you believe I still don't have an idea of who I'm shouting out?
Shout out
Shout out
PlushieCore.
Weed again.
It's shout out Weed again. No, I don't know.
Shout out
out
it's
PlushieCore.
PlushieCore again.
Shout out PlushieCore
again.
For the
Glenn,
third
Shout out
time.
Shout out PlushieCore. Thanks for coming and doing an
oh wait,
episode.
shout out there's
Oh my
nothing we can
god.
Discord. Shout out there's nothing we can Discord.
True. Shout them
Nothing
out.
we
They're
can
so
Discord.
sweet.
Thank you for encouraging me and like just being such an awesome space in general. Like I love everybody there. Like everybody. Like I love talking to everybody. Like you guys are
We
awesome.
should get we should add Millie to the Candy Kennel Discord.
Yes!
Oh yay!
We should do that.
Hoorays!
Millie can be yay. Yippee.
Yay!
We do it. We're done. We finished.
Wait,
Baby doesn't
I
have
got
a-
it. I
Baby
got
doesn't
it.
have a shout out.
It's gonna happen.
Oh.
It's gonna happen. I got it.
Alright.
Okay.
Thinking cap on.
Zap, is your actual shout out weed? Because that's based.
It's really funny.
I guess so. I don't even like weed.
This just in. Zap, anti-weed.
Anti Rick and Morty socks.
True.
Anti pickle Rick skateboards.
You guys see that thing where it's like I can't fucking wait for Smiling Friends to become the thing that gets plastered on like weed stores everywhere. Please, I need a fucking Smiling Friends ashtray. That'd be
Baby,
so
we're on a
funny.
deadline here. Baby,
Baby,
we're on
I'm
a deadline
sorry.
here. You got
sorry.
have to think of something.
I'm gonna say shout out to Cass Miller because I drew them again recently after not really drawing much for a while, and I missed my baby.
Sorry.
Shout out Cass
Shout
Miller.
out
I love
Cass
Cass
Miller.
Miller.
Oh,
Cass
true!
Miller,
Oh my
my
god.
goatest from goats. Cass Miller is in my
Literal
room
goat.
right now on my shelf.
True, I forgot. Cass
With
is there.
vengeance.
I haven't got my Cass Miller yet.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'll bring the Cass. I'll bring the Cass.
Yeah, bring
to
one to
WAF.
WAF. Yeah.
I will bring a Cass to WAF. I'll make stickers. Shout out me. I'm gonna make stickers for WAF.
Hell
Yes,
yeah,
shout
let's
out
go.
Winnie. Shout out Winnie
This is-
Bambi Winnie World. That's your name now.
That's my name.
Yes.
As the people know me. No, this is me setting myself that deadline. I'm making stickers for WAF.
Based.
Yay! You're setting
Yay!
the deadline. You're
Actionable-
doing it.
Actionable steps. We should make Candid Kennel stickers for WAF and fucking put them in place.
We should.
Oh
we
shit! I
should.
gotta make fucking stickers for underscores. Do you guys think if I should just seem to meet fans? Do you guys think I should?
Haha.
I think you should just do it.
Just be
Yeah.
like, wait, because I just can't do it. Do it.
Hey, I made you
Sorry.
much,
I
by
need
the way.
to. I can't do podcast anymore. I'm
I'm
calling.
sorry.
Yes. All right. Okay, everybody. Thank you for listening. What you're not gonna realize is how much we cut. Anyway, thank you.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. I'm so fucking tired.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Stop recording.
It's been wondrous. Thank you for
Good
having me,
God.
every creature.
Oh, you really can, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wow. No, you're fine. It's just like, whoa.